Greetings, 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 family. Happy Sunday. I decided to come on camera today, y'all. I had an amazing time at the gym. Greetings to Bia. Thanks for joining. I had an amazing time at the gym. So it's called Step Sculpt. You all are going to see. I got some recording done because there's not a lot of people there on Sundays. And the instructor is a Jersey girl. So I can never get into this class. So thank you so much for bearing with me because I had to push that live, y'all. I had to push this live. I had to go and get some. That is the mental work done, mental and physical, right? Yes, I'm working, but the body change is just a bonus. What it's doing to this is it's bringing my light back. It's bringing my light back. Thank you so much. Olu, thank you, Tabia. Girl, it ain't fresh, but I appreciate that because I was just sweating like a runaway in class. And then her microphone stopped working. So I'm like, oh man, because all of our classes are cardio and strength training, right? Whether we use this circle, that's the circle of life, but it feels like you are where Satan lives. We use the bar today. We use some weights. So it's always cardio. Whatever class we take, it's always cardio and strength training. Stella, come move this fan. This dog won't ever earn her keep. I want to show y'all my fit, but I'll show y'all in the pictures. You know, I'm trying to get rid of this stomach, right? I don't never go to the gym like this. This woman walked up to me and was like, I love your outfit. I'm like, really? Fashion Nova. This is the second outfit I got from Fashion Nova. The other ones I had to send back because the pants doesn't have any control. The bras fit perfect, but I like this. I really did. And it's tan. I really like this outfit. So I felt a little self-conscious because I don't wear tight stuff to the gym. No matter how small I am, I don't wear tight stuff to the gym. Y'all see, I have my same workout gear. I have my 3 Zumba shirts. They too expensive for me to be a, Tay is cheap. Okay? If you all, who speaks Espanol? ¿Cómo se dice cheap in Espanol? Rico? I can't. Whoever speaks Spanish, how do you say cheap in Spanish? Stella? Don't start. We having a storm. It was thundering earlier. Stella, relax, okay? So yeah, I wanted to do like a black-owned company that can make some t-shirts. I just need tank tops. I buy my own pants, right? I get those from Costco. They got some good pants from the Costco. Skechers, I still have those. But I wear the same shirts. If y'all see my workout, I got this pink Zumba shirt. I have the black and green Zumba shirt, and I have the blue one. I have a few shirts in between. My little pink shirt, I washed it. It got slits in it. I said, who the hell cut my shirt? Just like took a razor blade, just started cutting my shirt. So yeah, Tay need workout clothes. And it's not that I don't have the money. It's just that I don't like spending money. And honestly, I'm going through a depression. I'm trying to come out, start going back and getting my nails done, getting my feet done. Yeah, I do my own hair. I ain't messing with people touching my hair. These African people want to, let me braid your hair. You ain't got no edges. So no, I don't want you to touch my hair. Gracie, greetings. Olu Ayo, thank you all for helping and donating to, oh, you on the wrong page. I haven't donated to Art Cathey. Art Cathey helped to scam me out of $16,000. So I think you misunderstood that. No, I have not donated to Art Cathey. Art Cathey needs to woman up and give us back our money. So yeah, I think you misunderstood, sir. Or ma'am, Olu. So yeah, I'm trying to get back to me. Like I said, I want to make an appointment for a massage, you know. Greetings, Saint. I want to make an appointment for a massage. Greetings, Miriam. Buenas tardes, mi amiga. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo se dice cheap en español? Check gonna be like, I hate that she speaks Spanish. Yo, you can't show any intelligence. You know, it's not cool to be D-U-M-B. It's not cool to be D-U-B-M. Right? What did the woman say? In that order. You're gonna spell the word wrong and then say in that order. It's not cool to act like you don't have any intelligence. No. Shout out to the people that were called nerds in school, right? I got A's and B's. I graduated with a 3.88 and a 4.0 GPA. Call me a nerd. I'm like, thank you. That's a compliment. Boo, right? Shout out to all my readers. Shout out to all of my people that are willing to educate themselves. So, Miriam, ¿cómo se dice cheap in español? Because I am cheap, y'all. So, yes, I did. I love this outfit. It says Nova Athletic. I love this outfit. I really do. It's just that the pants don't have as much hold as I want, the tummy control, because that's where I carry my weight. And the only way I'm going to lose my stomach is in the kitchen. Abs are made in the kitchen. So, we're in the fitness class. It's a step class, y'all. I freaking love this class. I be sitting there smiling, like, sweating like a runaway. But her mic stopped working. So she was like, it's okay. You'll get more floor work, more ab work. I said, man, all right. Thank you. All right, guys. Welcome. Happy Sunday. I was just messing with you. Happy Sunday. We're going to get into this because I'm not going to hold y'all for long. I know I say that all the time, but StreamYard is like, hey, you have the free version, boo. You see the powered by StreamYard in the top right-hand corner. That means it's free, right? I'm not paying for that. Transparency. I'm not paying for this. So you get a certain amount of hours. So they like, hey, it's going down. So whatever. And I want to give you all, I don't want to take up all your time, but if a live is about an hour, that gives you time to look at it and do everything else. I'm telling you, respect to you all for vibing with me yesterday, right? Respect to Shadow Black Tea for coming on in and chit-chatting. Thank you. All right? So, happy Sunday. Thank you for your patience. So welcome to another episode of These Are My Days in the Gambia, even though neither one of us are in the Gambia right now. Barata. So, yo soy barata. Not estoy, because I could use estoy because I am permanently cheap. Yo soy barata. Gracias, mi amiga. Y'all gonna see me sucking on this. Yes, I do buy these when they're on sale. When I travel, I put these in my bag. Let me open it. One time they opened up my, what's the name? They pulled me to the side. Ma'am, you have these. Gracias. Yo soy barata. They were like, you can only have a certain amount of ounces. I'm like, are you traveling with a child? I said, no, I'm a pescatarian. I don't eat meat. They was like, okay. Of course it was a sister. She said, okay. Man, this is just my food. It's just my food. I ain't playing, y'all. I'm trying to be in my gym commercials. Like, this girl done lost 30 pounds. She done dropped this emotional weight. Testimony. So, let's get into this. Shadow Black. And it's okay. Did I work out yesterday? What was yesterday? Saturday? I don't think I worked out yesterday. But I've been going hard. As far as going hard, it's the summer, right? So I take my water classes early in the morning and then I go to the gym in the evening. So I'm getting my 2-a-days. I'm burning more calories and my body actually works better off of 2-a-days, even if I'm just doing a bunch of walking. Like I have blood type A positive. So most of the time we don't eat meat. We're vegetarians or pescatarians. And when we work out, all we have to do is really walk or swim or do yoga. It's just that I like that I'm a high intensity, what is it called? Type A personality. So I'm really high strung, right? I like working in fast paced, crazy, environments. That's just who I am. So when I work out, I'm like, I can do yoga and it works me just as hard as a Zumba class, but I like to dance, so I do Zumba. And body combat, that is me dealing with these criminals and me picturing their face. And I'm like, air, right? I won't get in trouble for that. You can picture anyone, you working out, whatever gets you there. But good for you for listening to your body, Shadow Black Tea. And if you all like to get in the water, I suggest you take some water classes. That is going to tone your body. And if it's outside, you're going to get a nice tan. Because Tay get real light in the winter. I'm like, what the hell? So, Shadow Black Tea, I gave you a shout out, but I'm happy you here. Thanks for coming on yesterday. And thanks for vibing with me, everyone. Let's grow together mentally, physically, emotionally, and most importantly, spiritually. Greetings, Black on Purpose from Atlanta. Let me say your full. Black on Purpose Television Network, BOP-TV. So let's get into this, you all. There are quite a few screens I need to pull up. So give me a second and let me pull those up. Come on. This evening, we're going to be talking about that. We're going to do a review on the hospital that Art did her Facebook Live from in Ghana. Okay, so is this the second one? Yep. Okay, and now let me grab the third one. I'm sorry, y'all. I came home. I took Stella to the restroom because I couldn't take her before I left. I took her to the restroom, and I literally walked in the door at 3:35. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta set everything up. Oh my God, oh my God. But God is great. Okay, so we have these. All right, so we have those. Excuse me. And okay, so as promised, we're going to, let me turn the sound. I can hear the music, so that means it's too loud. Here we go. Let me drop Kwame King. Good evening. Let me drop this in case someone wants to come on. All right. Okay, now let's get it popping. I took almost, this is like before the movie, right? 15 minutes. I'm over. So as promised, we're going to review the Bank Hospital's website. It's called the Bank Hospital website. We're going to review this together as we remember what Art told us about this hospital. So let me see if I put that in my notes. Nope, that's the one thing I didn't pull up. Okay. Trump is pardoning everyone. Sorry, that showed up. Okay. Let me share my screen with you. Whoa. Wait, what is this? Okay. Share screen. And we're looking for this one. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay. So this is the Bank Hospital. Let me make sure. So y'all can really see it, right? The Bank Hospital. Now, working with the information we have so far, give me 1 second, y'all. Okay. So this is the bank hospital. And working on the information that we have so far, I'm going to click on certain things and it's going to give us the breakdown, right? So let me go back to this. Now, they have their hours, 70 specialists. This is known, I think, as a specialist hospital. 31 plus years medical, 130,000 patients. Okay, so what I want to do is the specific thing that I want to show y'all the specific thing that I want to show you is the specialties, right? And just I'm going to ask a few questions. Now, here it says, so we're going to click view all. So, you know, specialties is radiology, you know, cardiac, ophthalmology, cancer is oncology, you know, come on, what you doing? We going to view all or not? Oh, maybe this is it. I think I went in a different way. So let me see. I'm going to go under services. See, when I went on here, it was through my phone. So I should be able to click on, let's go back to home. I should be able to click on the specialties, right? If it says view all, it should open up. Gastroscopy. I'm thinking that's like gastroenterology. Yeah, this is not. Okay. All right, so maybe it's here. That's what I clicked on. Okay. All right, guys. So it says our facilities are tailored to provide the best medical care for our patients. Now, why am I showing you all this? I'm showing you all this because she was in the bank hospital, right? Look at this hospital. They got stewed chicken. I wish I had some stewed chicken right now. They have stewed chicken and this, you know, fresh watermelon juice. And okay. Now that was in May. Let's run this back. For those that wasn't on the live, let me just give you a little backup information. Okay. For those who are watching the replay, you're going to have the cards in here. So working with the information we have so far, you can feel free to click on the cards. That'll take you to the breakdown of her statements. It'll take you back to the lives that I've done. Okay. But that is only for the people that are watching the replay. So in April, I'm going to remind you all, Art said she was rich. She said she was a rich real estate mogul at that. Now, in the beginning of May, when she did the live from the hospital, she tells us that she's at the bank hospital for complications from a 2023 surgery that was done in the States. She's told us that she was on a morphine drip. Is morphine addictive? I think morphine is addictive. I'm not even going to act like I don't even know. Let's see. Is morphine addictive? I don't even know why I'm asking this because I'm pretty sure it is. It says anyone. Yes. Let me see if I'm sharing this. Share this tab instead. Okay, so y'all seeing this. So yes, morphine is addictive, right? Yes, morphine can be addictive. It's a Schedule II substance, which means it has a high potential for addiction and dependence. Opioids like morphine can alter your brain's perception when they block pain. Okay, so let's go back to, I'm going to go back to Banks facility. Share this tab instead. Oh, mod. I am learning that. So yeah, y'all said yes, it is. So I just wanted to show you all, right? So it's not like, yes, Gracie, you're right. Just like, you know, because some people, I just want to show you just in case. Well, she said it's addictive. Thank you, Gail. Greetings and salutations. So I wanted to show you all. Yes, it is addictive. So now let's go back to the services that the bank hospital offers. Now, I wanted to specifically show you all this. When I went to the website, I'm like, let me just let y'all know. Let me just let y'all know what's going on. So, morphine is very addictive, and I don't know how long it will take for a person to get hooked, but it has shown that it is addictive. So you'll understand why I asked that question later on in the live. Now, at the end of May, Brandon tells us that Art is in dire need for help because she has been diagnosed with colon and liver cancer, and they need 80K, right? So that's where we are so far. Now, everyone has been caught up to date. Let me remind you, when we did the town hall for Anja, Sister Anja Africa, may you rest with the ancestors. You are with the ancestors. I hope you're resting in peace, sister. Her GoFundMe was for 30K. And she was in worse shape than Art. I mean, we haven't seen Art, right? She has not come out and said, hey, y'all. Yeah, it's true. Blah, 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 blah. Which is crazy. After asking for 80K, you have not come out and said anything, right? You got somebody else speaking for you. But I say that people that have seen that saw Sister Anja at the hospital, I'm saying that she was worse off. Without seeing either of them, I'm saying that Anja was worse off than Art, because we saw that Art was from wherever, if she's in a hospital bed or whatever, but she was seen bullying, and insulting and sending people over there to yell at people or do whatever, go and curse her out for me, allegedly from the hospital bed. He's saying she in dire need. What's dire need? I mean, if she can go live from the hospital bed with this on morphine, I mean, you could do 10 seconds, ma'am, blah, 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 da-da-da. Especially after, now, some people can say, well, you didn't say that with Anja. Anja has not done what Art Cathey has done with the scamming, right? So Art Cathey needs to be transparent, is what I'm saying. So what are they going to do with the 80K, right? I want to show you all. Now, we don't know. In the GoFundMe, it says that it will be used. First, it says that the 80K will be used for surgery and hospital care in Ghana. Now, let's stop there. That was between, I think, 10 and 30,000, right? Okay, so let me stay focused. Well, since I'm on that, let me, if she's okay, so if maybe she's lying and only needs 80K cedis, not dollars. If that is true, then they need to specify that, because they got dollars on the website. So she says first, it says that it's for surgery and hospital care in Ghana. Now, we don't know if she's getting the surgery at the bank hospital, right? We always see is, I'm at this hospital. If y'all have help, you come here. This is they nice. Ma'am, you didn't even know what the hospitals were like. You talk about something. I thought it was going to be this and that, but you telling the relocating seniors or people that's in retirement, and you don't know what the hospitals are like in the vicinity. Because I'm going to show y'all how far the hospital is in a certain vicinity of other things, right? The map. I'm going to show you all. But let's look at the bank hospital and the services that they offer. Let's just say Art Cathey is at the bank hospital and she is asking for money for surgery and for the hospital stay, 10 to 30,000 US dollars. And so say she's asking for that. for surgical and hospital care in Ghana. Now, it wouldn't be at the bank hospital. You know why? Because the bank hospital, look, these are the services. Our facilities are tailored to provide the best medical care for our patients. So these are the services. Now they have lumped up everything: coffee shop, catheterization lab, dental department, 24/7 emergency unit. That's the ER, ICU and high care, general wards, executive VVIP suites. Is that where Art was? ENT, that is ear, nose, and throat department. Lithotripsy. I don't. That looked like the kidneys. What is kidneys? That's urology. Urology is the kidneys, but that looks like kidneys, right? I don't know, but they're using a different word. Lithotripsy unit is not oncology. The girl that cried wolf. Honestly, why is she making this here subscriber's responsibility? Because she knows she could play on people's emotions, especially with the women that will give to her. So if there are any nurses in here, y'all know what lithotripsy is? I don't know what that is. So it says obstetrics and gynecology. That's the OBGYN. Neonatal is for the baby. Neonatal ICU. Maternity ward. Y'all know that's for the moms and the baby, having a baby. We have optical center with this, which is ophthalmology. We have the pediatric ward, which is for the children. We have renal department. So that isn't, don't that look the same? So renal is for the kidneys. Okay. Now, well, what the heck is this? I'm gonna have to Google this. Lithotripsy. Okay, litho and trip pop. It is kidney related. Okay, because you see it's two, so they must have two, right? The renal department is for kidneys as well, I think. Okay, so then we have. So they said theatries. I don't know what that is, but it's not oncology, right? Let's see what theatries is. Laminar flow endoscopy, gyne and obstetrics. State-of-the-art equipment ensures that the surgical team have access to the latest technology. So, okay. So this, I guess this is like general surgery, but it is with specialists. Professional care, performing a surgery, high quality. Okay, all right. So I just wanted to see what that was. So then we have urology. So they have renal, urology. Urology has to do with urine as well, your void. And pharmacy, radiology, laboratory. Okay, so guys, do we see oncology anywhere? Did you see? I mean, because y'all know I just left the gym and my brain kind of goes off when I'm at the gym. So it's coming back. But do you all see oncology? I don't. I went to the hospital in Ghana for food poisoning. Their idea of VIP room is different from ours. The best look similar room. From what she showed, this hospital, the bank hospital, she said is good. It's they give you food. We don't know. I mean, what she should have elaborated on is, okay, she's showing you they give you food. Cool, they feed you. Probably from the coffee shop. That food did look good. I love a stewed chicken dish, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna get to that. All right. But if they provide you food, is the food free? Do you have to be admitted? If you're not admitted, I think if you sitting on the side, they may give you a sandwich or an extra meal that's left over. But that's where you got to go down to the coffee shop and buy that yourself. So what she should have elaborated on is the food is free if you are admitted. If you are, just in an emergency room, you got to pay, blah, blah, blah. She should have elaborated on that, right? Oh, okay, I got you. I'm only thanking people that donated. Thank you, brother or sister, for doing that. you know. To the people that did donate, God bless your heart. You know, and like I said, I hope she is healed. If this proves to be a scam, that will be horrible. But if she's really sick, I hope she does get the best care, because I still want my money back. Is it wrong for me to be selfish? I needed to start. I got to start being a little selfish. I lost too much by not being selfish. It's gone. It's not free no matter what. That's what I told. That's the conversation that I had when I was talking to somebody and just throwing, ideas out or brainstorming. And I'm like, you're right. Like, nothing is free. Nothing is free, and nothing is free in America. When you go and you went to the hospital, they charge you for that food. They charge you for a ibuprofen, which is like $600. I'm like, you know what? Hold off. Let me get my own ibuprofen. I got some right in my bag. Yes, please be sure to click that like button, you all. Tay trying to grow. I got that from Tisa Tells, right? I love the way she handles things. So, okay, so now someone did say, no, oncology sometimes, very rare, okay, let me slow down. Y'all know I get tongue-tied sometimes. I don't talk all fast from New York and New Jersey. No, oncology, which is the study of cancer, but sometimes, very rare, general surgeons will take out tumors, etc. Now, the reason why I brought this up is because, I mean, she introduced y'all to this hospital. So I'm like, oh, wait, where is she having the surgery at then? Because this hospital doesn't offer oncology services. So what I did was I said, well, let me Google this place. Oh, wait, before I go further, like, what about the medication, right? You're going to get medication. Like, somebody try to go in on me like, oh, you, because I'm like, do they have chemo? I mean, why can't I ask a serious question without being insulted? But if they ask us a question that's considered, that's considered stupid, right? Or ignorant. Let's use the proper word. If it's considered ignorant, why you got to try to make me feel small because I don't know about your country? I mean, I could totally make people feel small because they don't know about our country, but do we do that? Nope. I tell you, if I treated people the way they treated me, they'd be like, damn, let's make a documentary. Lord. That would be like looking for Bigfoot or yeah. So where's the medication coming from? So when I ask, I think that's a legitimate question, because what do I see? Hey, yeah, where's your treat? Did you eat your treat? It's the most bougie dog in the world. You hear her? It's like, I thought that was a big dog. Stella, it's okay. Eat your treat. Hey. Look, come. Eat your treat. Where's that? Go ahead, eat your treat. I think the neighbor is coming up, and I mean, Stella been here for almost 2 years, and she still bark at the neighbor. Like, hey, pay me some attention. So, okay, she eating her treat. Good. So, I'm asking legitimate questions, and we shouldn't feel small because we ask questions. If we have, many of us have never been to Africa. So you say, okay, I want to go ahead and ask this question, and they come on, and well, what do you think? That's like, because Africans, people, that's why some people think, no, what do you say? He or she, same reason why people think Africans still live in trees. You coming on the wrong channel talking that nonsense. When have I said, whatever? You see what I mean? Just people they I don't know, quick to insult. They take it as an insult. It's an insult. It's an insult. Like, and like I said in the comments, just like same reason why continental Africans think all People from the West are rich. So we both think wrong. But no one should feel inferior or small or stupid or ignorant because they ask a question. You asking the question because you don't know. But only, the people that use their brain. I'm not even going to say their third eye, their brain will understand that. It's easier to insult you than just answer your question without, what, you don't know that? You don't know how many times Gambians will say that to me. And I'm like, y'all, I could totally insult y'all, but thank you, Jesus, the white Jesus, black Jesus, and the Prophet Muhammad, Middle Eastern, is working on me. All of them. I need help from all of them. So, with me asking, because I see people that are leaving the Gambia, and maybe because the Gambia doesn't have good health care, that they're leaving the Gambia, they're going to Senegal, they're going to other countries to get medical care. Some people are coming to America. Somebody comes on a comment and, well, you act like America. They done wrote a whole novel. I mean, if America's healthcare was so bad, if America's healthcare is so bad, why do we have so many Nigerian doctors over here? Why are people coming? It's just like, I don't understand the hate for the Americans, but the hate for the Black Americans, but they love the Tubobs, any type of Tubob. They don't matter where you come from. I love you. You're a Tubob. Oh my God, I want to have your baby. My people perish for lack of knowledge. So where is she going to have the surgery at? Not at Banks Hospital, because Banks Hospital does not offer oncology services. So let's look at places that do offer oncology services. We're going to share this tab instead. Aren't you proud of me, Gail? Tay was working. So, as you all can see, my endorphins have kicked in. Now, what I did was I Googled oncology centers in Ghana. It showed 3. It showed other places, but I just looked at the 3. So you can see they have all of these. This one is breast cancer, but you can see the area that they're in, right? They're all in this area. So I was trying to remember the town that Art Cathey was saying. So yeah, I just looked at the top 3. Breast care, hematology, oncology, that's blood. Okay, so I looked at 3. Excuse me. Sweden Ghana Center, Cancer Center, KBTH, National Radiotherapy Oncology, and Emmanuel Cancer Center. Those are the 3 that I looked at. So on the map, you can see that they're all pretty much in the same. Oh, wait, I just wanted to show those 3. I just wanted to show the 3, but we'll get to that. I have a better view. So let's start with, let me stop sharing. We're going to start with the Sweden Ghana Center. Let's start there. I'm going to share my screen again. Sweden Ghana Center. Where is that one? That's weird. I don't see. Oh, yes, it is. There it is. Okay. All right. There it is. Come on. Touchscreen wasn't working. Okay. So the thing is Black on Purpose television network. She said that in the GoFundMe, it was, I guess she's in dire need to get the surgery there. She said she was in so much pain that she went to the hospital. They gave her morphine. So I'm assuming that she needs the surgery immediately. So the GoFundMe says the surgery and the surgery and the hospital care in Ghana. But this is the question that I have. This is a cancer center, right? Let's go to our services. Ask for a second opinion, consultation services, treatment services, screening services. Okay. Treatment options. Decided on treatment, what you have, where is it in your body, the size, whether it has spread, other health conditions you may have, surgery, radiation therapy, chemotherapy. So they offer this. Now, let's see, where is the address for this place? This is East Legon Hills. So let me come back to this, and I want to show you all where this is to the bank hospital. Now, is this it? Yes. Thank you, God. So, I can't make this bigger though. Yeah, I can't make this bigger. But the bank hospital is 35 minutes from one of these cancer centers. Okay. So now let's try the next hospital. The next one we're going to look at is, I think it's KBTH. Oh, I hear thunder. Okay, is this KBTH? Let me see. I think this is the last one. Okay, so we have another one. This is the KBTH. Let me see if I can pull up. It says National Radiotherapy Oncology. National Radio. Okay, so it is this one. It is this one. So let's share this. Let me go back to share my screen. So my thing is the purpose of me showing you all National Therapy Oncology is this is why people are so concerned and worried. Like, I don't want to say worry, but they're concerned, like, is this real or is this a scam? And she's forever saying, this ain't a scam. Stop thinking it's a scam. Blah. Ma'am, you haven't come clean. The proof is in the pudding. You can't keep saying it's not a scam and everything is showing it's a scam. And I'm talking about the money. I'm not talking about this. I'm just bringing this to you all. I know y'all like, girl, it ain't no more in there. So this is another radiotherapy, oncology, and nuclear medicine center, right? This is in Ghana. Brachytherapy, chemotherapy, nuclear medicine consultations, pharmacy. So let's talk about that. It said pharmacy. Now, when we talk about the medicine, do we wonder where they're getting the medicine from? I mean, if you're on the continent, you should. Because when I was in the Gambia, I told you I got sick. I lost my voice. I had never lost my voice before. Thank God for Takaya. She a little herbalist, right? She made some tea right for me right there at Motu's. Just was pulling stuff out her bag. I said, thank you, sister. Another sister was talking bad about her, but she was the one that saved me. I was losing my voice. And then she was like, I got some elderberry. I'm going to drop it back off here. You can come pick it up. Phoenix was sitting at the other table. And she was like, she turned around and looked, oh, I got elderberry at home. I said, well, when were you going to give it to me? When I was unalive? I straight up told her that. She looked at me like, right? So where are they getting the medicine from? Because when I was in the Gambia, I was just like, okay, I am, what is up with all this medicine from India? Then we heard about all this cough medicine that was unaliving the babies and nobody was held accountable. But the crazy thing is these people these Indian people have pharmacies in the Gambia. And you're like, you walk in there, you think they're pharmacists, they are salespeople. So I go in there recently where I was in the Gambia. Sometimes I'll catch a cold sleeping underneath the fan. So my throat started getting crazy. I'm like, let me go and get some cough medicine. So a pharmacy was right there. I walk in, I see the Indian dude. I asked him, what's his nationality? He don't want to tell me. Why we all the human race? I said, sir, what's your nationality? What's your name? I knew he was Indian, but he needed to just cut all his hair off. Like he had some hair here, some hair. It was a mess. I'm like, and it was all stringy. I'm like, okay, that looks weird. But anyway, I said, I'm looking for cough medicine. Oh, you have a cold. This dude just started taking stuff off the shelf. You think I must be stupid? I may have got on Gambian attire, but brother, I don't know what you think this. I'm not just taking. I said, well, what is this? I'm just looking for cough medicine, right? I'm just interested in cough medicine. I come from healthcare. I know what's wrong with my body. I'm not taking all your medicine. I will take cough medicine until I get back to America. I was going to, I think it's in Bakote. It's a pharmacy. The guy is Gambian. He came to America. He got some licenses, I think pharmacy or something. He decided to, I don't know if he has the licensing. Let me not say that. I think I heard that, but I don't want to put out incorrect information. I'm just going to tell you what he has in the Gambia. He has a pharmacy. He was smart. He has a pharmacy where it has a bunch of over-the-counter Walgreens stuff. Right? When I called them, oh, we out. They always out. He also offers healthcare services. So say I'm Gambian. I live in the States, but my mama is still in the Gambia. My mama has health issues. I can pay for a monthly healthcare plan where a nurse comes out and a doctor. I think a nurse and a doctor, definitely a nurse. But I think the doctor comes out. But they go to the home, they do house calls, they're checking your blood pressure, they're checking your blood sugar, they're giving you the medication that's needed. I said, oh, he was smart. Then you see these nurses that are Gambian here. Y'all didn't think to do that. He is living in his country making paper. That was smart, brother. That was smart. And who told me? A Gambian that lives in America told me about that. She was like, yes, my aunt, blah, blah, blah. So I pay they have a healthcare plan. I said, that's smart. I would think that if you're coming to America or you're going to the West, that you will try to soak up the good things the fact that people come here and they all go and open the same business, restaurant and secondhand store. I'm like, y'all don't see anything else that having people from America, you don't think about having services or products for them? No, because so many people come here and they don't assimilate to us. Some people been here for 20, 30 years and they still have a problem speaking English. But you want me to come to when I come to the Gambia, you can learn our language. Y'all wrong. Y'all are wrong. Not everybody, but many are wrong. But yeah, he is smart. I smell rain. Y'all living in the desert, we'd be excited to get some rain. It's supposed to rain today. Yeah, he is. If I remember the information, I will maybe make a short for those people that are in the Gambia, so you know where to go and get your medicine from. You know where it's coming from. Because anytime I stop somewhere and I had to stop and get cough medicine, because I got what is it called? Medex is what the Gambians use, right? I was just drinking that. I was not taking any other pills, because every pill that they showed me when I looked, I said, where does this come from? India? Where does this come from? India? I said, why y'all still selling this? I shouldn't have been asking the workers, but why y'all still selling this after all these children passed away? That's why I show in my Costco videos, like when I show shopping, tips is because, like, if you go to Costco and you get a $10 bottle that comes with two, for $10 you may get two, and you getting over 500 pills. Isn't that smart to take that back home and give that to your family? You can get little pill bottles and give them. I mean, I don't understand why people don't think about that. So yes, the pharmacy, where is this medication coming from? Don't you want to know if you getting chemotherapy, where you? I ask questions in America when I go to the doctor. They say you got to take this medication. Well, I'm saying, what is this? What are the side effects? I'm not just saying, y'all are legalized rug dealers. That's what doctors are. I mean, they have the rug reps come there. Let me give you this. We give you. They said you can't give them incentives anymore. You can't give them lunch and buy them lunch, but that's what they used to do. The pharmaceutical companies used to send their reps out to the doctor's offices. We bought lunch, we bought breakfast, we bought blah blah blah, right? But why do we bring you all this? Because we want you to write prescriptions for our drugs to your patients. It's not rocket science. Oh, we see it. We absolutely see it. So that's why this is why I'm asking specific questions, and not just an African American. Any person, if you need to be an advocate for yourself, whether it's legal, whether it's medical, whatever, you need to ask questions, and don't feel ashamed to ask your doctor, what is this? What it blah blah blah. You can't just trust these people. Ask them. Well, you're not going to understand. Well, talk to me like I'm a 2-year-old because you learned this, so you should be able to explain it to me. What are the side effects? So yes, you need to know the medication origin. So let me show you all. Okay, so I want to see. I think that's it. All right, so let's pull up the address. Let's stop sharing that. Stop sharing that. Okay, so now let's pull up the address for that hospital. Okay, that was for the National Oncology. Yes. Now, this is 18 minutes from Bank Hospital. Okay, I have one more to show you, and then I'm going to make my point. So the third hospital is, did I not open that one? It's the Emmanuel. It's the Emmanuel Cancer Center. The website is Cancer Help Ghana. Come on. Okay, so now let's share this. All right. Okay. So it says, welcome to Emmanuel Cancer Help Center. You have the appointments, comprehensive support. What is, the big C is a problem. So they have 100 plus survivors, 40 years of service, of experience, and 35 plus local volunteers. So they offer alternative cancer treatment, chemotherapy support, right? Consultation, alternative medicine, support services, which, if you're going through things like this, you're definitely going to need support services, right? You're going to need therapy. You going through all this mentally, physically, your body not working properly. You need therapy. A lot of us need therapy. We not just Jesus and Allah. We need therapy. God has given people education to expand and help. You wouldn't go to your mechanic when you need heart surgery. So the Emmanuel Cancer Center, they offer seminars and clinics, international referrals, and therapies. Ortho, molecular, nutritional, metabolic, immunotherapy, adjunct therapies. So now I could stop sharing that and let me pull up the last location. So Emmanuel Cancer Center, Health Center, is 28 minutes from the Bank Hospital. Now you may ask, Tay, why are you showing us the location? Because I was thinking she went to a regular hospital. So I'm thinking if she went to a regular hospital, then maybe they didn't offer cancer centers there. But when she was saying towns, I guess she's given the local towns. If she would have said Accra, that's the capital. That's where all the money is. Every year we see Boris Kojo and Nicole Ari Parker go. Why? Because he is Ghanaian and German, which shows they've been doing that for so long, right? That's what they do. Let me give me a tupa. My life gonna be better day. So all of these are within 18 to 35 minutes around the Banks Hospital. So the reason why I'm showing you all this is because I'm like, if she is, the beginning of May was when she was in the hospital. The end of this month is when they asked for the GoFundMe and said she has liver and colon cancer. Why didn't you go to, my question is, when did you find out that you had cancer? So it's been within this month, right? Why didn't you go to one of the cancer centers? Because you are not getting, if you have cancer, you are not getting surgery to remove your cancer at the Banks Hospital. They don't deal with oncology. So if you have been diagnosed with cancer, then there should be an oncologist. If an oncologist is not involved, then it should be an oncologist involved very soon. Because if your general doctor has diagnosed you with cancer, I mean, there has to be some type of test. There's the PET scan. I don't know what other ways that they can tell, if they're blood tests, if you're white blood cells. I don't know. I'm not a nurse. But at some point in time, you had to learn that you had cancer. So was it before when you went to Banks Hospital, or was it after? But it is shown that she will not. I don't know how if she got cancer, I don't know how she would be getting surgery at the Bank Hospital. So within those areas, there are 3 cancer centers. There are more, but those are the 3 that I picked out. So let's keep going. I don't know. I truly don't know, fam, what's going on. I don't know what's true, what's not. But I got to stop giving the people the benefit of the doubt, because I did. Many of y'all said, this is just another cash grab scam, blah, blah, blah. But I'm thinking, nah. Fella, what you doing? I'm thinking, nah, that's playing with, the Grim Reaper. I wouldn't do that. Who would do something like that? So real talk, I still feel like that. But as I delve deeper into Art's lies, I see that, it could actually be a scam. It truly could. So let's get back to the GoFundMe. So at the end of May, Brandon tells us Art is in dire need of help because she's been diagnosed with colon and liver cancer, and they need $80K. $30K will give her the health care she needs. The $50 will give her peace of mind. Okay. So the $30K, I'm not going to break it down. The $80K that they're asking for will be for surgery and hospital care in Ghana, a first class plane ticket back to Maryland. We know that that's first class, because if you're charging $3,000 to $5,000 is what it says, that's first class. Isn't that, the nerve, yo, like the nerve. That is pure narcissistic behavior. Like, I done took all these people money. They done took my money. I'm gonna make it personal. They done took my money and to ask other people for more money, saying that you have a health crisis and you want them to pay for a first class plane ticket. That is just so wrong on so many levels. So the first class plane ticket to Maryland, back to Maryland, a first class plane ticket, 3,000 to 5,000, back to Maryland, and then they're asking. I'm gonna say they because Brandon George is the organizer for this, right? Art Cathey hasn't said anything. Now, let me finish this thought, and I'm gonna come back around as to why I think Brandon George is the organizer. So she's asking for you all to pay for her rent, her utilities, and groceries to be near her son. Y'all heard me say on the website, it says a flight back to Maryland. Now, didn't we just hear last night from the boy's godfather, from her son's godfather, last night's live? Shout out to Yoga, that Ian, who is the child's father, Art Cathey's son's father, and the son is in DC. Now, Maryland is close to DC, but Maryland is, in certain places, it's like, for my Jersey people, it's like Asbury and Neptune. It's like, I don't know how to say it. And it's like Senegambia and Fajara, right? In the Gambia. It's, places that the border is right there, right? So, but that depends on where you are. And it's not like it's been confirmed that they don't have this amazing relationship. So is that a lie? I want y'all to pay for my plane ticket back, and I want y'all to pay for my rent and my utilities and my groceries so I can be near my son. But we're going to be in two different states. All right, yo, ain't no shame in your game. Your daddy did a good job with you. But honestly, you were a flight attendant. You probably had all these other jobs. You said you were doing real estate in America after the Gambia. Before all of that, ma'am, you should have been in therapy. You should have been in therapy. Because a lot of us need therapy. PTSD. We were born here in America. Some people go to therapy and it's just to keep their self on track. What's her name? Dominique. I want to say Dominique Dawes. That girl has not been in gymnastics. Gabby Douglas. So much so that her husband now, he says she got me going to therapy. Because it's nothing wrong with making sure we go through things all the time. There's nothing wrong with talking to someone to make sure that, because when you're talking to someone, you talk it out. Now, a lot of times we talk to friends and this, that, and the third, but they're not. You can talk to your friends, but with certain things, you need to maybe talk to a professional, especially if you have insurance to pay for it. But in our community, it's like, no, just take it to Jesus. It's come on. We got to do better as a people. We have to do better. So, did Art Cathey just get caught in another lie? I need a plane ticket back to Maryland, but my son is in DC. And the last point in the GoFundMe was for in-home care. Let me finish this, and I'm coming to you, boo. Now that you are all caught up, we looked at the Banks Hospital, we looked at the other hospitals. Nobody knows if this is a scam or not. We just know that the Bank Hospital does not offer oncology services. You can't go on her YouTube and say, hey, blah, blah, blah. You can't do that because her comments are probably still off, as well as Instagram. But you might be able to go on her TikTok. So time will tell. Time will tell. Jazz Flowers, new subby here. Are you from Asbury Park or Neptune Long Branch? He is Asbury Park, baby. Neptune heads be acting like they bougie. Long Branch, Monmouth County in the house. Yes, I'm out west now. The weather's too good out here. Thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate you, Jazz. Thank you. You know, if I didn't have all of this crazy nonsense, y'all, I would want to do meet and greets. I mean, I probably would have my banger with me because I always carry my banger with me. That's just what it is. Pew, pow, 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 pow. I mean, out here, you walk into the supermarket, they be having the big ones on there. I'm looking right. But someone will think twice before they try to take your stuff, right? They're like, I see this pow pow on their hip. I don't know how well they can bang bang, so let me just leave them alone. It makes me feel safer. It makes me feel safer. They do, right? Oh, look out for my video. Like, I try to be nice to people. Like, I work out with Easy Fitness in Neptune, and they were doing online workouts. I'm just like, man, this Neptune chick, she looked like me. I'm like, hey, sis. I was happy to see her. We working out together because it's only sprinkle of us black people in there anyway. Man, Neptune. I'm gonna do a video about you, Mickey Mouse. I am, because it's not right. It's not right. I'm just on a, y'all don't know about my lemonade special. I had let it go for a while, but I think I should bring it back. Lemonade. I'm not sitting and drinking in front of y'all or drinking, period. I'll be drinking my water. I haven't had a drink since Gambia. I really only drink in the Gambia. I really only drink because of the Gambia, but I'm trying to lose weight. I don't want them unnecessary calories. I may want some chips and guacamole. I'd rather take those calories than alcohol calories. But yes, this could be another scam. I mean, it's looking like it, but we never know. After what Yoga said, we never know. We will never know, but time will tell. Now, if months from now, Art Cathey like, I'm healed, girl, bye. We need to see some details in between. You can't go from, I'm about to die, I have liver and colon cancer, because if you have colon cancer and then it has spread, that means it is getting bad. That's common sense. If it's spreading, you need to start making arrangements, because evidently the treatment is not working. I come from healthcare, but I also read up on stuff. I love the study of the human body. In my next life, I would totally want to be a damn doctor, be in school for all my life. Excuse me, but I love the human body. Something can break and you heal like new. You could be fat and overweight. You start changing the way you eating plant-based and take some walks and watch how your body just change. People be like, oh, you got to get skin surgery. I lost 70 pounds and y'all saw me in the Gambia. I didn't have any skin removal surgery. No, because if you do cardio and weight training, you ain't got to be lifting 20-pound weights. Walk with water bottles. It's just that resistance. Small. You start small and you build it up. Yes, our skin will tighten right up. But then it'll stretch too. And now I'm trying to tighten up. For the 40+ crew, man. We're not in our 20s. I don't want to get older and be like, oh, I'm fat. I can't do this. I got to go to the Gambia and have a little walk. Why? I'm going to go to the Gambia. But I don't want to have to travel and have a walk. Look, we have been blessed with melanin. We may get some. I guess I smile too much. Look, the lines, right? I'm like, oh. But I know that as I get older, I'm going to be looking in the mirror like, where does young girl come from? Like, I mean, where did young girl go? But it doesn't mean that we can't look 25, 35 for the rest of our lives. She did, John. And in my previous video, you will see, what was that? That was the Art Cathey, the live where she says she has liver and colon cancer. Wait, was it that one? I think that was that one it, y'all? I don't know. I didn't done so many. No, I think it was the one where she was in the hospital. It was one when she was in the hospital and she was saying that it humbled her because she used to say these herbs and this, that, and the third. And I don't know. One of my closest friends died of cancer, and she was 40. But she didn't eat right, right? They think she worked herself to death because she worked all the time. You know, my friends in school, they decided to go and have families and have children, and I just decided to go to school. So we took different paths in life. But I also started changing my eating habits. I was like, I'm tired of being fat, homie. She was always smaller than me, but she got bigger as she had children. And then not having the right dude. He's stressing you out. He cheating. He doing this. Like, just have a polygamous relationship. Both of y'all hate each other. It's just, I don't want any of that. So I felt so bad because it's like, when you go to one of the cancer center treatments of America, they're changing your eating habits. You know, I just feel like a lot of our food gives us the big C. That's my opinion. These are all my opinions, y'all. So if y'all saw the show on Netflix, What the Health, this woman was on a whole thing of medication. She started eating plant-based. The medication's cut in half. She couldn't really walk before. She walking with the... Dr. Sebi said, everything is going to be cured through food and plants. God gave us everything we need. That's why when you go to Africa, I'm like, oh, well, okay, so let me get my moringa. Let me take my natural stuff. Sometimes I have to take meds, right? Okay, but, you know, if you are taking certain herbs or whatever, moringa and things like that, to keep your body alkaline, an alkaline body doesn't get sick. Dr. Sebi knew what the hell he was talking about. He knew what he was talking about. But, you know, Art Cathey goes to Honduras and you do a dental tour, which may or may not actually has happened, but you didn't go and look for Dr. Sebi's people, his family. Like, you an herbalist, right? She says she's an herbalist. She says she was an herbalist. So you don't go and look for Dr. Sebi's family and you're in Honduras? Because it's not real. It's just, what can I get from you right now? I can preach that hotep. I can preach that black love, black child, black family. We love that because that's the dream that we want. Oh my God, you see this person, they went to the Gambia, they got married. Oh my God, y'all look so good together, this, that, and the third. Now in their mind, I want that. I'm going. Yeah. But I would rather be able to take natural things instead of Western medicine. But, you know, in America, we have the best of both worlds. Well, we may not have the herbs that they have in Africa. But one of the things that I see is Gambians will pay people to bring over their herbs. If they're here in America, they will use my 2-day service for me to bring. And it's not, it's maybe like those little sticks that you can put in your water and things like that. It's not something that can't be transported. You know what I mean? Oh, man. Oh, it's not plugged up. Woo-hoo. Okay. Yes, y'all, Tay not skinny, but I'm trying to get skinny. So, I think I'm done. No, I knew I wanted to show y'all one more thing. Okay, so let me pull this up. This is what I wanted to show you all last night, but it got to be too late. So, where is it? Uh-oh. All right, so I might have to show y'all another day. Because I don't know if it's on my hard drive. Let me see. Oh wait, is this it? I think this is it. This is showing, oh, but I don't want it in this. Crap. All right, I'm gonna, is this, no, this is not the full conversation. I need the first one. Okay, so I might not, I had it up last night to show you all, but it just got to be too late. Come on, I want you to close. Okay. And I'm not sure where it is, but it shows the Ponzi scheme. It's the conversation between Dr. Allen and Kwesi Boyd. But I know I was moving stuff yesterday, so I think I'm just going to let this go. And I will do a short video showing the Ponzi scheme. Unless I bring up, okay, let me bring this up. Let me see. I did have the video up yesterday, so maybe I can show you all that. Show it through the video. Let's go to my history. And is it this one? I think it's this one. Okay. Okay. Yep, this is it. All right. It was right there. Well, thank you, God. Hallelujah. Okay, so let's show this. I just don't know. I don't know. I just don't know about our people. All the scamming. I don't understand. Okay, so let me just let this play. All right. Oh, I didn't show y'all this. So, oh wait, hold on. I thought I put pause. Okay, pause. So, there was a comment that I made on somebody's channel, right? And let me see if I can make it bigger. And this was Kwesi's response, right? So when my lawyer said that, oh well, I don't when my former lawyer that never had any intentions on really defending my case, right? Doing his job. His assistant once told me, well, we don't have enough information for defamation. I'm like, what do you know? Enough evidence. I'm like, what do you mean? Well, so I show her this. Well, how do we know it's him? We can't see the picture. I'm like, you know what? I'm convinced that some of these people they don't care what happens to us. It's like, man, we poor. We ain't thinking about y'all. Y'all come here, y'all doing this, y'all living a better, because I don't understand any other way of the conversations that they have. And I'm like, but you a lawyer? Girl, bye. You little skinny anorexic. Girl, bye. So Kwesi says, yes, because, the workers were saying, and G said, I bought that white girl for Kwesi and Mega Ty. Now, whether G was lying or not, it seemed like the only time he really told the truth is when he was mad with Kwesi, and then he started telling everything. And I'm just sitting there like, what? I knew I wasn't crazy. Mm-hmm. So it says, yes, he bought us a cola for our Easy Jesus VSOP. We know he has a problem with drinking. He was stealing the drinks when I first got there at Mo2's. You out here stealing people drinks. We know you got a drinking problem, bruh. G said you look like Mr. Ed. Mm-hmm. And he didn't like you. So what are we, 12? Are we 12? He ain't like me. G sweated me. You were sweating me because that is the culture, right? As soon as the American come, you on them. Oh, this is my wife. Ninja, please. You were trying to holler, but when you realize you can control me the way you control Khadijah, right? Now, oh, I don't like her, this, that, and the third. I don't care. Because the problem is, don't date the help. That's all I'm going to say is do not date the help. So now we know that is the truth. Come give me a drug test. Drug enforcement will be waiting for you. But when we will be waiting for you as a rug Raffica. So you come out and literally call me a rug Raffica. But you were waiting on Mary Jane seeds from Phoenix's sister, from Phoenix's daughter. Right? Because you said you wanted your money back for that, right? That's what you said, Kwesi, to Phoenix's daughter. And then Phoenix brought over Mary Jane in tea bags. I said, y'all on the airplane, y'all wilding. Y'all are some straight up criminals. Y'all are wilding. So you call me a rug Raffica. What evidence do you have to call me that? That's defamation. After you scam me out of all this money, you and Art Cathey helped to scam me out of all this money, and then your right-hand dude assaults me when he helped to scam all these people out of this money. He said him, Muhammad, all these little bumpsters that was working with Kwesi. I said, why y'all didn't tell us the truth? Y'all wouldn't have listened. I said, but you didn't try. How many times did y'all talk to me behind the scenes? Yeah, that's what you do. That's why when I saw Muhammad, he was like, I said, it's him right there. I was on a gilly. These people are something else. So, when Kwesi threatened Art Cathey and threw her out on the first day, we went to Kasumai to have lunch, and he threw her out. I'm like, can't we just sit down and have lunch? I'm hungry. I said, well, what did she, you gonna order her something? I ain't order her nothing. I was like, wow. That's a dude, an African-American that you do not want to be around. A narcissistic, misogynistic jerk. Scammer. Criminal. International criminal. So when we had the meeting and I said, you need to apologize to Phoenix. You kicking her out. She's an intricate part of this business as well. You can't just kick out an investor no matter how much she invested. She deserves an apology. Yeah. Oh, who? I said, you deserve to give her an apology. So now we go to his compound, we meet. He wants to smoke a joint. I said, aren't we having a meeting? Well, I'm a smoke. I said, this is not, y'all. I'm telling you, this is like day 2 or day 3 that I was in the Gambia. I really wish I would have started writing then, because every day it was something different. Every day. I said, I got to get away from these people. These are unstable individuals. So you went from the best opportunity in your life to hanging with this is so funny when people try to insult you and they can't spell. Low life, and scammers. Ninja, you the scammer. The best opportunity was the business model. That was the best opportunity. Everybody saw that. That's why they invested. Who doesn't make money off of real estate? You always make money off of real estate, especially if you got a nice place. Somebody always needs somewhere to lay their head. That's just common sense. To hanging with low-life scammers, you're the scammer trying to sell Mary Jane here in the Gambia and P. So when I say you call me a streetwalker and a rug reeler, that's right there. So how is that not defamation? So when little Gloria says, because I'm a lawyer, I used to work for a criminal and this, that, and the third, and defamation is hard to prove. This is right here in your face, ma'am. But y'all just want our money. You don't really want to prosecute anything. You don't. And that has been proven. So I want to be in a country where there isn't any law and order. I mean, we complain about that here. oh, the police is doing this. How many times do they say y'all need to leave? The police this, the police that. But if you just driving down the street, how many times do the police in the Gambia pull you over? They want money. They want your phone number. They want to tell you need to get a motorbike for your watchman. How about you just do your job? You asking for money. You doing this. So, I mean, I had a real bad interaction with the police where he was trying to pull my car door open. And if you would have broke it, then what would have happened? Because you can't afford that car, brother. So if you look at what's on Gambia, these police are not cool, calm, and collective. I just posted something, dude, and slapped the immigration officer and slapped the teenager. Ghana town, because that's where a lot of the Ghanaians migrated. So they're in Ghana town. There's a lot of xenophobia goes on in Africa. Well, we're all African. So I don't like you. I want to unalive you because you are Nigerian and I'm Gambian. You see the mindset? Y'all can't say y'all better than us because y'all are just like us. The same thing that's happening overseas is happening here in America. They want to say, oh, stop the black on black crime, or stop the African on African crime. They want to talk about us, y'all shooting the pow, pew, 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 y'all using the cutlass. There's a boy that's in critical care right now from what's on Gambia because somebody didn't use the cutlass. So don't act like y'all better because y'all acting the same damn way. And then they got that Kush, not that good Kush that they talk about here in America. This is Kush from Sierra Leone. I met a dude that indulged in it. I was like, yeah, because blah, blah, blah. It'll kill. I don't believe what they saying. I'm here. I'm not. Now, his eyes is glossy but one thing I could say is the brother looked out for me. He looked out for me. He saw me. Nobody was touching me. If he saw me coming to the restaurant at night, he like, I see you. I said, I see you too. What? I slipped him a few dollars, bruh. And he was the one that's doing the Kush. He was looking out for me though. Big dude. He walked up to me and did this. I said, right, because I don't let nobody touch my hair. He said, that's yours? Oh my God. Yeah, because all you see is people with wigs in Africa. Tay, is that a man coming at you like a little boy? Wow, I can't believe you dealt with this BS. I've dealt with a lot of stuff. And this is Kwesi. Okay, so let me get back to this. I'm gonna finish reading this. So he wants to say I was trying to be sell Mary Jane in the Gambia. Why? Why would I have to? You stole my money and I still was able to sustain myself. So you were just trying to defame my name because you jealous. These women are going overseas or traveling and they have the money. I'm not saying these dudes don't have the money, but what's up with dudes like this that are just jealous of a woman? You got to try to defame. Who am I selling? You didn't bought every wife because in Africa, there's a bride price. So to say I'm out there selling punani to who? To a Gambian? They ain't got no money. It's just the mindset. I'm just going to say whatever I got to say about you because I hate you. You exposing the fact that I took your money and you not sitting down and getting in line and shutting up. Oh, sorry, you were paying for D. Sorry for the loss of your money, but it was your stupidity. Now, this is a CEO of a company, right? You scam us out of all of our money, and this is what you say? But when I make videos like this, then he contact his lawyer. Oh, tell her she's helping me. My lawyer contact me. Oh, he's saying, I say, really? You calling me about this? And I can't get an update when the next court date is? Get the F out of here. I'm going to keep talking until the judge tell me to shut the hell up. But I'm a woman, right? I'm just a woman. And even if I wanted to just be a woman in the Gambia, when you are trying to big up the black man, or okay, I'm just going, let me just stroke their ego, I'm keep my mouth shut, and I knew what being around Muslims is about, which is fine. I got to make you feel like you subservient because I'm subservient to you because you have an inferiority complex. So I push myself down to push you up. I do that to get what I need. Yes. I wasn't opposed to that, doing that in the Gambia. You got to know how to move around in these countries. But on the flip side, somebody like Kwesi will go and talk to Gambian men that already have this misogynistic behavior and culture in them. Oh, she not married. She don't have any children. Now they instantly hate me. Well, what? But you have no idea that this dude is marrying all these young women, picking them up, dropping them off. I don't care, right? But the thing is y'all not looking out for the women. Why? Because the women don't mean nothing to y'all either. Shout out to the Gambian men that help their wives with the babies and don't just come home and sit and watch football, go out and sit in front of the gate and drink a tire, and the mom is just doing everything. And then after she didn't work all day, got up, made breakfast for you, made lunch, take care of children, clean and wash the dishes, clean the house, sweeping the dirt. They be sweeping the dirt. I don't understand that. You out there sweeping the dirt. You done cook dinner. And now you get in bed and he wants you to be the star, the Jenna Jameson. You haven't helped her with anything. And then these women are like, I'm going to marry a Gambian. Are you older? Are you stupid? You just going to be the money. You best believe he got another wife. Tay wasn't even opposed to being a second wife. Why? Because if I was going to live in the Gambia, I'm like, I just need protection. He going to big me up. This my wife because she American. This my wife, right? But you just going to protect me. Will I create businesses to make sure that you, the family, everybody fine? Cool. But they were not even good with that. It's, I got to take from you. I'm not giving you anything. I got to take from you. I love you. I just met you. I'm going to tell you, I love you. I'm like, I don't love you. You got to know the game. Yes, honey, they be sweeping the dirt. She started tripping on me on Facebook, telling an email saying she's not dealing with men. Hey, Queen Jata. These sassy men. That's funny. That's funny. So, the insult, sorry for your loss. Sorry for the loss of your money, but it was your stupidity. It was my stupidity for supporting a black man. Yes, I said it. This wasn't an email. This is a comment on YouTube on somebody's page. So yes, there was my stupidity for believing in you as a black man and as a black woman, Art Cathey. That's what I got, piece from Yoga last night. Hey, you believed in these damn people. Don't you know better than that? I do. So that was my mistake. That was my stupidity for believing in a business that, I should have did more research because y'all are criminals. So yes, that was my stupidity for believing in my own daggone people. Yes, because I didn't get a chance to finish this, A Caring Touch. I didn't get a chance to finish it. So this is in regards to the Ponzi scheme, but this is in the video. So I tried to warn, this is from Kwesi Boyd. I tried to warn you, but you were on your women empowerment BS. That type of talk is that's just that the broke man mentality. That's the broke man mentality that I gotta insult you. You were on your women empowerment. What women empowerment, my ninja? What? You don't know me. All you know is you stole my money and you thought that you were going to be able to control me and you couldn't. I was an investor. How the hell you think you're going to control my bank account? Date. You lost here and again. Good luck. Okay, your woman empowerment BS. Good luck. You're going to need it with your decision. You lost here in the Gambia because you made a bad decision. I did make a bad decision by supporting your African Black American behind. I'm trying not to curse. Move on and try to make a better decision with your life. This is crazy. This Kwesi is as crazy as Art Cathey, as unstable. Sorry about your blah, blah, blah shipments. They got you good on that one. That's 16.7 you lost. Now he's counting the money I lost. But this is a businessman. This is a person that's saying, oh, come back to Africa. You know, America is this, America is that, da, da, da. And someone that invested, and then I come there and I see that it's a scam, that this fraud, and now you want to attack me? I did not know they were criminals, Martha Vineyard. They were promoting Black empowerment in businesses. Exactly. Exactly. And anybody that dealt with them in the Gambia before I got there, they didn't say they knew who Kwesi. I mean, a blind man can see the nonsense that's going on. Wait, the clip you played from the lady, she said some of the same words on her, one of the clips you played. Go back and listen. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I misunderstood that. Okay. I'm not fully understanding what you're saying. The clip you played from the lady, she says some of the same words on one of her. Okay. Okay. So that's what they were promoting. Black empowerment, businesses, Black love, Black this, Black that. And they knew that we were going to eat that up. Okay, Shrek. Okay. Oh, okay. She watches my channel, A Caring Touch. But she says she's been going to all these countries in Africa. So why hasn't she ever, because if you look at her old channels, her old videos, she's talking about, you know, bringing somebody to America, because that's what she did. She brought a Nigerian to America and then he played her out and blah, blah, blah. But if you've been to different countries in Africa, the basis, the foundation of continental African culture is the same. This is why someone from Senegal to Gambia, Guinea-Bissau, Nigeria, Kenya, they can all go and live in other countries because the basis of African culture is the same. We got to get up, we got to sweep, we got to wash our clothes, we got to do this, we got to do that. So, excuse me, why hasn't she ever dropped jewels like this? She didn't have how many continental African husbands? I mean, the way she looks, we know you have to go and get a continental African. Ain't no other dude really gonna be dealing with you like that, right? They don't want you, girl, in America. I caught it. Okay. I don't know if y'all can hear me. But real talk, y'all, if you all have ever been to the Gambia, you know, it doesn't matter what you look like, they're going to be on you. And then I'm about working out. I got my natural hair. They just like, oh my God. They acting like I was Beyonce. No. Now, Art Cathey blaming Kwesi for everything. She said that he was the criminal. You didn't see that video. Yes, she did. She threw him under the bus, and then he was throwing her under the bus. But that was just criminals, you know. There is no honor amongst thieves. So, they got you good on that one. This 16.7 you lost because of your stupidity. Oh, I forgot, $700K you paid for a $300K lease. So, who paid $700K for a lease? But that wasn't true. But it's funny that he wants to talk about that. He knew Molly Morris. All of these dudes are misogynists, right? They just pushing the Black empowerment, Black businesses, Black love, this, that, and the third. But I told you something was fishy about that compound. You take me to a compound, they charge $600 for the agent fee. No, that was for Ibrahima Bangura, the owner of the compound, and his brother. That his brother is the agent. So Omar, who was trying to talk to me, oh, look at your blue light and hey, I'm like, this is the problem. Y'all don't realize that there are boundaries. If I do business with you, how the F are you trying to contact me like I want to talk to you? Y'all lead with your pee and you are Muslim? Man, you ain't Muslim and God ain't in you. How you leading with that? Okay, so my mic died, but I did charge it. So, God ain't nowhere in that. You living in a Muslim country and you leading with um being a gigolo and a streetwalker. I don't know what the heck that I don't know. No, she's not. She's not. Art is not on her medication. Mental illness is terrible. That's why we need therapy and Phoenix Rain. She told y'all she's bipolar. I didn't. I did not. No. I just heard that Art Cathey was in a facility, a mental health facility. Yoga confirmed that last night. Yeah. It's when you don't have any content, you just go against everybody else. But like, I wanted to bring y'all happy stuff, but I have to, in order for me to heal, I need to bring you all this and tell you all. Because if y'all go to the Gambia, y'all really need to know what's up, yo. Y'all really need to know what's up. Professional scammers, Art and Kwesi. Yes, let's finish this. So I don't know what happened with the I know it was some backhanded deals that were made in regards to where I needed to stay. Because like I said, Molly Morris could have taken me to, he could have showed, no, when I say taken me to, let me just reword that, right? Because they got me trying to sleep with everybody. But he could have showed me an apartment, a guest house. He could have showed me something different other than a compound. But you showed me the only compound that was inhabitable, because the other ones was like, how you moving in somewhere you don't have a refrigerator? And it's unfurnished. I'm not, y'all stupid. Some of these people, you could really, if you really look at them for what I'm seeing now and being on the ground, I'm like, yo, these people are playing on y'all emotions like Alicia Keys plays the piano. Only weak men use misogyny on women. I love me an alpha male that is secure with his masculinity. Sister, you ain't saying nothing but the truth. Because there are some men, when they walk in the room, it's like, my heart skip a beat. I'm like, they just ooze masculinity. I'm like, that's where the woman comes in. The woman fully comes into play. I'm like, oh, I just want to submit. I just want to cook for him. That's an alpha male. Unfortunately, when we go to the Gambia, is I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And people fall for it. But these are not alpha males. You may have to give them money, right, to look out for you, to make them not feel bad, like, okay, let me just give you this money, you paying for lunch, right? Because I mean, that's what many of the American women do. But then they will still resent you and hate you because you got more than me. And then they'll set you up to be wrong. That part. I've been saying this. You bring your protection and you enjoy in a hotel. Don't bring him to your home and go about your business. But too many people are mistaken lust for love. You think these little young boys love you? These young women love you? You 50 and they 25. They love your money. But I don't ever want to be that desperate where, oh my God, I never I want to be, never ever do I want to be that desperate. They say a fool and their money will soon part. Do you all remember that Miss Kissy came on there and that's exactly what she said last night? Go back. I didn't chop up the live. I didn't chop up yesterday's live, right? So if I chop it up, the comments won't come in. I didn't chop up yesterday's live. Miss Kizzy said the same thing. They say a fool and their money will soon part. When are you coming back to finish me? So I'm confused as to if you saying that I defamed you and I cost you money. You eating your food, Stella? That I cost you all this money and this, that, and the third. Why wouldn't you be pushing the lawsuit, the case in the Gambia? Why? Because you know you don't want to get in front of a judge. You just want to do this online because you got Shrek working for you, and then you got all of these passport bros, or these, I shouldn't even say passport bros because I don't even really understand that. So you have all of these men that are overseas in Africa that all have this misogynistic mentality like, oh, y'all women got too much mouth. I got to go and get me a submissive woman. Well, I mean, you want a dependent. You don't want a partner, because a real man wants the woman to have an opinion. And if you doing right, you're not going to hear anything foul come out of the real women's mouth. What did I say? I just want to be a woman. I don't want to have to be my own protector when I go to the Gambia or anywhere. I mean, I got Stella and I got my pal. But why can't we just be women? And then they talk about, oh, these alpha women. They're alpha women because men are not stepping up to the plate. They want to insult us. You want to act like continental African women are not African American women? You watch what's on Gambia. Some girl that made a Molotov cocktail and threw it in somebody's compound. It went down like that plantation. Right? They will put, that girl is poison, right? What is that? Don't trust a big button to smile. They will put that in your food. I mean, are Americans doing that? So I feel like it's these weak men that, oh, I'm 50 years old. I got me a 25-year-old Fulani. Is that a flex? Because you sound like a perv. I just don't understand. I don't get it. So I feel like men can go and live their life overseas and whatever without insulting us. And the women can do the same. But there are too many misogynistic dudes over there that are African American that have so much to say about African American women. And who has supported you all? Who did I support with this, with investing $16,000? I shouldn't have. Too many of our men are showing that we should not be supporting them. So it's the flex. When are you coming back to finish me? Because you know I didn't lost $16,000. I got to keep coming back and forth to take you to court. But you talk about you a businessman? Where? You've been taken to the police how many times and had to pay your way out? It could be a criminal case if he obtained money from, yeah. So this is when people were just telling me different things, but in reality, it didn't go down like that. So that was him. This is all Kwesi's evidence, because I think this was on a back page. I don't know, but he compiled all this information, doing screenshots, this, that, and the third. You just mad because I whistleblow. But the proof is in the pudding. Did you not see one? Did y'all not see just one of the just one page of the bank statement? I have 10 months from January to October. So I will have to go through my live and chop it up, because if not, I have to go through and get all the evidence together and make the video. It's easier for me to just go through my live, look through it, chop it up, and then just show y'all the main parts of it. So this is almost at, and I'm getting off in 7 and 6 minutes, right? 2 hours. Okay. Okay. I want to show you all. This is Dr. Beverly Allen, left side in the royal blue with the purple headband. God rest her soul. That is Dr. Beverly Allen. Okay, so unfortunately, Dr. Beverly Allen did pass away of um, the big C. So this is the correspondence between her and Kwesi. Good morning. Updates on payments. Western Union reverse payment is being resent. Also, wait in bank transfer, whichever comes first. So you will know which one is Kwesi because he can't speak. This ninja is illiterate like a mug, but you can insult. Someone like me, you can't insult me because I don't have a husband and I don't have any children. I'm okay with that. But when's the last time you saw your children in Georgia? What is up with these men just leaving their children in America and just going somewhere else? That's what comes from slavery, right? And then it comes from continental African culture too, because you may have to leave where you live to go to another country to work. But no, it's easier to just say, oh, it's the woman's fault. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. You know what? BOPTV? Yes, but it's men too. African people mistake love for money. The men too. How many men got finessed by some Gambian women over there? I think dude just got robbed. It was on what's on Gambia? They had to hold the person down. They whooped his blah blah blah. Kwesi was in the business of making babies with baby mama he called his wives. Young women that were come from poor families. But I saw that with Niger. You know, Niger Kieran Oils. You marry this 20-some-year-old woman and you pushing 60. And you mad because she not listening to you. I told her to read this. That y'all just have this complex, this godlike complex that you don't really want a woman. You want a dependent. You give them $20 here, $30 there. You take care of them and they will do whatever you want. So you're not a man. That's not a man. And a real man will tell you, I'm a woman, so I'm just looking at it like that's not men behavior. That's not something I will be attracted to as an alpha male. So, but a man can tell you better. Is that a man's behavior? So she said, okay. Kwesi said, hope you're well. What is the update concerning the money owed to me? That's what she sent to Kwesi. This was on June 10th. June 11th. So he's not responding. Any update? He's not responding. So on June 11th at 5:14, yes, I will follow up. Yes, I will follow up in the morning. She said, follow with me or whom? Kwesi said, with you in the morning, 10 a.m., I will go access bank. I will call you. We can meet at Jufin. Jufin is the print shop. And right, not too far. It's like across the street, and then right there by where I got assaulted at that restaurant is by the gas station, Atlas gas station. So, wait, I can't see the bottom. Okay, I'm working. I can't see the bottom. Okay, let me see. I can't see the bottom. It says I am working. It went. Why won't it go down? There it is. No, it's not. I was able to see the whole thing. It said, I am working. Yeah, I can't see it, y'all. Please drop off since I will be there. Rate is 50. So she's basically saying she's working because she was still doing online therapy services. She was a mental health professional. So she was saying that please drop it off. I think she was saying give it to someone. And the rate is 50. So she's telling him how much she wanted as, right? I wanted at a $50 Dalasi exchange rate. Okay. So come on now. I think I have to keep going because I was reading it in this video. Okay, so June 14th. Oh, let me see. I think I can. Let me just let it play. I think it'll go away on its own. There we go. So, hi, Kwesi. Hope you're having a good day. I came home and blah, blah, blah. Did not see you today and there is no money. What happened? Right? So he said he was going to go. He didn't go. Now, this is June 14th. Good morning. Sorry for the delay. Let me just pause that. I will follow up in the morning. Isn't that what he said before? I wait I am wait on 2 deposits. This is the most illiterate person in the world. Now, when he says he waiting on 2 deposits, let's keep going. I will get it cleared. However, good news is we got 16 reservation. I'm getting deposit this week. We will start seeing returns soon. So, okay, I have appointments tomorrow. So text me. Right? 6/16. So that was June 14th. He responded, he contacted her on June 16th. Good morning. I am a Jufin. Where are you now? She said at home. Okay, we'll pass by 2:30. Okay. Now it's 6:16 at 4:58. Hi, Kwesi. I've been waiting. Where are you? It's really, Stella. He don't keep his word because he owe her money. Right? But you talking about reservations. Now let's get more into this. Oh my God, I'm at two hours. Okay, so let's press play. This is showing the classic Ponzi scheme, family. I was stuck. I will be there in HR. I just got back online. Ride left me. So he been there all that time. He never had a car. Okay, so this is the June statement. June 1st, 2020. Right? So something tax products, $243. This is Zelle. So anything that is kind of like blocked out, y'all, the first payment is $500. Then he sent Sean Boyd, right? This is deposits. Why is Sean depositing $300? Zelle transfer. This is all deposits. It says deposits and other credits, right? So this is all of the investor money that came in. Zelle transfer. This is all money. 2,000. I'm in the middle of the screen. 2,000, 2,500, 1,000. Zelle this is temporary credit adjustment. 500, 500, 500. Fee reversal because the money was coming in. He pushing the money out, so he was getting all type of fees. Let me see. Okay, so now, sorry for the delay. I was stuck. Okay, so now 6/16 at 7/7 on 6/16 June 16th of 2020, 7:17 p.m. Pulling up. Hi, Kwesi. Any update? So he said pulling up. Didn't he say he was going to bring the money? So you pulling up where? But she and Fabiola was staying at his house. I just don't know when, right? It may have been this time because she's going to ask for him to bring a flat of eggs, right? So that's farther down the page. So she sent him June 22nd. Any update? Nothing. Thanks for the message. Tomorrow I am available before 1:30. Okay, my deposit we hit in the morning. He's counting on the money from the investors to pay her back, right? Okay, Kwesi, will you bring us a flat of eggs when you come by tomorrow? Thanks. So I'm thinking, I don't know if she was staying there at that time or she knew he was coming over and asking him to bring a flat of eggs. So he evidently, I don't know if he bought it. 6/23, June 23rd. Hi, Kwesi. What time should I expect you? She was so patient. Like so many of us, right? So patient. Kwesi, what is going on? Are you avoiding paying off what is owed? June 24th. I think she started this June 10th, right? Shout out to her for sending me this information. No, I'm moving some funds. Give me tomorrow just to delay funds in my account now. You moving funds? Please keep me informed. June 25th. I finished working. Update. I'm Senegambia. That's Kwesi. I can come now. Okay. This is June 20. Oh shoot. Come. What happened? I need to get the other one. Okay, so let me pause this. I'm reading too slow. Okay, 30. Okay, 30 car on its way. I have 10,000. He said he has 10,000 Dalasi, which at that time, at a 50 Dalasi exchange rate, was $200. So he's basically saying, I have $200 for you. Leaves $100 balance. But you talking about, so you multimillionaire, this, that, and the third. You have multimillionaire businesses. Y'all taking forever to pay somebody back $800. Hey, okay, so June 27th. So now she getting mad, right? Or was that him? No, I think that's him. What he cursing for? Hey, I will have balance tomorrow. I will stop by. She said, okay, tell me when. Evidently, he didn't stop by because the next message was on June 29th. Hello, Kwesi. Hope you are well. Approximately what time should I expect you? And can you, oh, wait. Can you bring a flat of eggs? This is, okay, so she asked him that before. Yeah, because, yep. Okay, that was June 22nd. Sorry, y'all, I haven't looked at this in a while. So that's June 22nd and June 29th. Come on. Okay, so she asked for a flat of eggs, another flat of eggs. Thanks. So that was June 29th at 8:39. Kwesi says, yes, I will bring eggs, chicken back on original feed, 1 p.m. And then he says, good morning. Thank you. See you then. Okay, great. June 29th, 4:14. No show again. You see that? She's saying to him, no show again. These people, I can't. It's sad that we all learned this together. And we shouldn't have trusted this black man and this black woman. Point blank, period. We should not have trusted them. I've been stuck at bank. I will be there tonight. Bank run a mess. Okay, so let me make sure that that's that. Yep, because that's July 5th. Okay, July 5th. I am leaving my home at 10 a.m. That was Dr. Allen. Wait, hold on. I think I went too far forward. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, so that was the next one. So that was June 29th, right? July 2nd. Update. Hi, Kwesi. I saw your updates. What about the remaining funds you owe me? I have fund on me. I'm at house. I am man. Hear me roar. Like, who talks like that? Follow the money. Follow the money. I wonder what happened to all that money. They ate it up, the way the Gambians say. I'm sweating, y'all. We getting some humidity around this piece. Okay, so he said, I'm at house. Hear me roar. She said, I will contact you tomorrow about where and when we can meet. This was July 3rd. Now this is almost a whole month she's been trying to get her money. He says, okay, July 4th, 10:35. Hi, Kwesi. I will be at Turntable Petrol Station at 11 a.m. Right? That's 10:35. July 5th, he texted her. He emailed her, whatever. Are you up? He says, I'm in Senegambia. So it's sad that she has had all this patience. She said, I am up, leaving home by 10 a.m. Excuse me. He said, I'm just got to Bruceby. I can have G meet you at Turntable. Are you coming this way? Miss audio call. Not this morning, maybe this afternoon. He says, I'm coming back that way. I will drop off 7,000 Dalasi, 2 o'clock, okay? July 5th at 1:06. Between 1 and 2, I may be passing Fabulous Junction. I will be at home at 2 p.m. That's the last thing she said to him. Now let me see what was said at the bottom. Wait. 7-Eleven. I'm trying to see what was said at the bottom. We have our first people coming in. Okay, so he's still talking about getting stuff. Let me do this. Come on, man. I got to bring it back a little bit more. Okay. So now once it goes away, I can see it. All right. I'm just going to have to let this ride until it goes to the next one, y'all. Because I want to see what was said. It should be going soon. I just don't want to touch it. Okay. Got you. Thanks for working with us. We have our first people coming in. We are going to start generating income. Okay. So she says on July 11th, congratulations on the new baby. Hope all is well. Hope all on the family is doing well. Video call, blah, blah, blah. He forwarded an image. Kwesi forwarded a link. Thank you, blah, 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 for your contribution. This is the link to your investment account page. Please forward any payment receipts that you have to this thread. Once flight resume, we will start generating income for investor. Thank you for your participation. We are looking forward to building Africa with you. So he sent this to her. You see how it shows that he just be doing stuff? Right? I got to try to get everybody money. I got to do this. Because she says, spent it on rubbish, women, liquor, and drugs. I like that, Gracie. So she sent a message. Now, this was July 16th. On August 5th, she says, what the F? Why was I sent a bill from Art Cathey for $25,000? But they say, well, what did Art Cathey say? I wasn't. Kwesi did this and did. Why was I sent a bill from Art Cathey for $25,000? That was $500. Disregard. We are doing accounting. Yeah. Y'all could see this for yourself, man. They could say he could go on Shrek's channel all he want. He will never, ever, address this. Because it shows that you were running a Ponzi scheme. She was saying, is my investment for Blacksit or for this? Because he was taking money under Blacksit. Did I press play? Yes, I'm just waiting for it to go. So you owe her money, and then she gets a bill for, we doing accounting. Who doing the accounting? Somebody that can't count? So she says, it says, hopefully, oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, so hold on. Come on, what are you doing? I went that far? I did. I went that. I didn't know that. Okay. All right. Okay, so here we go. So she says, hopefully things will straighten out. Let me pause it. Okay, August 6th, blah, 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 missed call. So she said, Dr. Beverly Allen said, since you are dissolving the investment partnership with me, I want my total payment at one time. Thank you. So the thing is if you fight Kwesi and show that he's wrong and you want your money back, that's when things going to get ugly. That's how the Gambians be acting. That's messed up. So he says, you can message me directly regarding your account, your investment. Can me at ASAP. What does that mean? I don't know. Who knows that of that English? She says, hello, Kwesi. Corrections. I indicated previously. Let me let this play. Have yet to be made. Okay, corrections I indicated previously have yet to be made on my account, including the amount, quotation, given back was not from the $2,000 investment, but from half of what I paid to stay at Bruceby. So I told you she stayed there, right? So he charged her to stay there. I guarantee you, if her and Fabiola, God rest her soul, but if someone said what it was really like, staying there, it would have been a hot mess. Also, the dates for the repayment of the $800 started in May. Sorry, y'all. This is taken to, okay, let me see. Okay, go down. Also, the dates for the repayment of the $800 started on May 10th, not March 3rd, and the rest of the payments indicated in the following need to be accurately reflected in my account. So then he's trying to screw over and keep money, right? Also, I have not received the link to updated meeting, which I need to attend since I am still an investor, right? Okay, no problem. I was trying to understand this email Juliet sent me. I wasn't sure if you sent her here. Dang, he is illiterate. I wasn't sure if you sent here the invoice. Probably saying her, right? A criminal is always trying to cover their tracks and this, that, and the third. But he's not worried about paying her back. He's worried about an email that Juliet sent him. She said, what? Dr. Allen said, what? Not understanding. So he thinks that Dr. Allen sent Juliet the invoice. He says, Juliet sent me an email about the invoice. She got a copy to her email. She was acting like I was soliciting Black Sip members. He's probably trying to say she was acting like I was soliciting Black Sip members, but you were. She know we had a business relationship. He's saying this to Dr. Allen. It was a nasty email. I thought you sent it to her. He's such a messy woman. This ain't no man. She said, I'm not getting into the goings on between you and Juliet. My interest is in my account intensified after I received that invoice, which highly concerned me. I want accuracy. So she's probably talking about the invoice that was sent by Art Cathey for $500. Why is Art Cathey petitioning Dr. Allen for $500, which was $25,000 Dalasi? But she says she didn't receive any money, right? So Dr. Allen says on August 31st, she says, on August, wait, where am I? Oh, shoot. Okay, so she said she was trying to understand what not understanding. I'm not getting the invoice. I want accuracy. He says, okay, I will fix today. August 21st, this was a week later. She says, my account was not fixed. Following us, or maybe following us, what I messaged you, G. Hi, G. Hope you are well. I will also message Kwesi. Just review my account. What the hell is going on? The changes are not correct at all and does not reflect what actually occurred. I can be available Monday to put in accurate information. What time should I come to Bruceby? 10 days later. Hello, Kwesi. This is a copy of the email I sent you. So I want to be able to read the bottom. So the email she sent was, hello, Kwesi. Hope this email finds you and your family well. Going back to your voice message, which I have copied below, I agree that the investment should be dissolved. Now he said he was dissolving. This was in July, right? That was a couple of slides ago. Good night, Shadow Black. I'm getting off. I said I wasn't staying for long, but I wanted to finish this, you all. Also, I have not received the link. Okay, so it's still going on. I'm waiting for it to keep going. Thank you so much, Shadow Black, for joining. Have a good night. Sleep well. I'm just waiting for this to go. I think he paid her back like in October or something. Now she does threaten him. She does. Is this okay? It's going. Yes, it's going. Okay. She does threaten him. Come on. All right, so I'm just waiting for it to go and I will read the next line. I must have gave myself a lot of time with this one. Oh, yes, let me just keep going. Okay, yeah, I'm happy I didn't wait. Okay. So it says, we can meet at Access Bank for you to give me the funds in my account. Let me know your availability. August 6, 2020 at 7:15, Kwesi sent 3 weeks ago. So that's just what she was showing, right? On August 31st, the email that she says she sent him. So she just sent him a copy. Hey, it will have to go to your account. Send your account number. So this is what I wanted to show you all as well, right? Now, this is 2 months, almost 3 months after she has requested. She's been requesting this money like the patient. She got the patience of Job, right? So he says, send me your account number. Why? So he could steal money out her account? No. We are also awaiting booking to get funds. So he couldn't pay her back until he got funds from Invest Relocate Africa, right? Or Art Cathey Hills Vacation Properties. So that shows the Ponzi scheme. You're taking money from one investor. I'm going to Google Ponzi scheme before we leave so y'all can see that. We are awaiting funds. We will send to your account as it comes. Dr. Beverly Allen said, I'm not. No. I don't trust you there. Right? So she says, I do not give out my account number to anyone. So until you can get all the funds together to pay all at once, I will continue to be an active investor. He says, okay, I will work on it. Thanks for working on it. Thinking about it. If you do not have an account at Access, I will meet you at your bank to get the funds. She is like, look, I'll come to you. Now, do y'all see the dates? Her last message was sent on August 31st, 2020. October 2nd, 2020. That's a month and a half. Hello, Kwesi. Hope you are well. Yet again, I am messaging you about dissolving my investment. Shantae indicated that I will be contacted a week ago. It has been approximately 2 months that you suggested the dissolution since I invested with Blacksit, not this present configuration. Now let you see me. I want to see myself. So that way I can explain that she talked to me. She was an investor. I told you all I talk to the investors, right? So if she contacts me, hey, what's going on, blah, blah, blah. I reach out to Kwesi. Kwesi say I'm going to contact her. That's what I told her. He did not. Yes, Kwesi thinks he got the gift of gab talk, but he's just a narcissistic and a bully with an evil temper. Absolutely. Just ask his first wife and the Gambian wife, right? That I did the video with. Just ask any of them. Just ask any of them. So she says, now this is the Ponzi scheme. This is the proof. It has been approximately 2 months, right? She said August 31st and October 2nd, that you suggested the dissolution since I invested with Blacksit, not this present configuration. I will meet you at your bank in the Gambia to receive the funds. I would like this to be resolved as soon as possible. Waiting to hear from you via text or email. She said that she invested with Blacksit and not the present configuration. So when I was in Less Annoying and I saw names and it said Blacksit, that shows that that's who he got this contact information from Blacksit. So yes, he did steal something from Juliet. He did. It's just that Kwesi ain't good enough to finesse. He needs a woman to speak. They said that his wife, Naomi, his ex-wife in America, Naomi Paulus, that she is the brains behind everything, that Kwesi does not do anything without her. And that was a young woman named Whitney from Atlanta that was doing taxes with Kwesi. She the one contacted me when I exposed this. She contacted me on Facebook. Y'all heard her audio. She's like, he like young girls. That was out of her mouth. That was out of her mouth. Somebody that used to work with him. So she says, Dr. Allen says, I have been waiting for 2 months for you to pay me or inform me of the status. Since that has not happened, I suggest payment of $500 monthly until it is paid off. I can't read the last line. There is no need for an attitude. So evidently he was giving her attitude. You owe her money, but you giving 4 months. It says 4 months, right? You giving her attitude, but you owe her money. Do we not see the pattern? He would rather defame your name, your characters, say you going over there, you paying this, you a rug Raffica. He would rather defame your name than pay what is owed. He did this to an elder, Dr. Beverly Allen. So we pretty much, okay, so December 12th. Let me see. I have to keep going because I stopped it while I was reading. Okay, so here we go. All right. So December, okay, so this is November 22nd. Hello, Kwesi. Will you give me an update on when the payments will begin? Thank you. Hello, Miss blah, blah, blah. I will contact you on Wednesday. I will make sure I pay you off first. So this is the in-between. This is the in-between of her saying that you don't need to, to give me attitude. So this is it. Please, he says, I will make sure I pay you off first. That's a Ponzi scheme. You taking money from one investor to pay the. I'm going to bring it up. I found the picture. I have funds coming in. I will make sure I pay you off first. I have funds coming in. Please contact me here. I'm not using that thread anymore. Thanks. She says, okay, thanks. Oh, okay, thanks. December 3rd. Hello, Kwesi. May I have an update? December 10th. Hello, Kwesi. Any update? December 12th. Did you get the other message? He says. She started in June trying to get this money. In June. Greetings. As you know, my income. Okay, so now this is after the scam has been exposed. Greetings. This is Kwesi to Dr. Allen. As you know, my income took a hit. However, now that I'm cleared from who? Right? They want to say I'm cleared, just like RJ Marty. He was cleared by a judge of a panel of 5 people. If it took 5 people and they held you for 30 days, they had something. Now, who you paid? Because I mean, let's not act like Africa, the Gambia, Senegal. Let's not act like Africa is not corrupt. Like you cannot pay to get out. Let's not act like that. Even the judicial system. Oh, we don't take bribe. Y'all, stop lying. Stop lying to yourself. Since I'm cleared, sales are starting to come. I will make sure you get paid in full. Tuesday, I will make a payment to you. Thanks for your patience. So December 28th, he still didn't make a payment, right? Update, please. Patience is evaporating. January 4th, I'm trying to contact you. I will write a post. Right? That's how you got to threaten him. I will write a post. Now, she's threatening to expose him on social media as well because he did not pay her back. But for 6 months, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, for 7 months, she's been trying to get her money back. I think it started June 10th was the first message. This is January 4th where she threatens, I will write a post. So he says, will have some funds Friday. He probably typing like this because he's scared. I'm going to make sure you get your investment back. That's what he says about everything. But he like I think it was Gracie said he has the gift of gab. So she says, thanks, please communicate. All right. Now we up to January 4th again. Okay. Did he ever pay? Let's see. Excuse me. I guess he paid her eventually. Oh, wait, hold on. That's Muhammad all the way to the right. Muhammad So. The 3 women in the front. All these women are his wives. I guarantee you they're all his wives. But they're acting like several team members at MIT. Whatever. Let's keep going. I just wanted to see. I'm going to have to look into the file that I have of the pictures. This is when I requested my $16,000 from Art Cathey. She did get her money back though. Excuse me. Y'all see Nimadia assisting her daughter when they first came into the Gambit 2 years ago in 2019. That's Nimadia. That's Chelsea. That's the one that was talking. She was verbally abusing her daughter. I don't know if it was any physical abuse, but she was definitely verbally abusing her daughter. Y'all remember the girl at the bottom on the left hand corner? That's Saudi. That's the woman that that's the young girl from Sierra Leone, 20 some years old. When I first got to the Gambia, I'm walking to my room. They're in the dark. She reaching for him. You could tell she was, I need something from him. So I got to try to, stroke his ego. That's what I saw. And then he went upstairs with her and spent the night. What? The first time your highest investor come there, this man is a criminal and he has no respect for women. And she and her sister, probably not her blood sister, came and stayed with me because they said, he's not paying us. He paid us in eggplant. He trying to pay us in eggplant. Don't nobody, you trying to pay with, it's just a mess, y'all. It's a hot mess. So yeah, I brought her with me. And she was cooking and cleaning. And this is the one that she still lied and said that my dad's leg got amputated. And we raised, me and my friend gave money. Well, she not my friend no more. Right, sister to sister. Your video coming too, boo. But you see how skinny I was, y'all? Didn't even know. She said that her father, blah, 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 and this, that, and the third. That's when we did the live, I think, with the Black Negropian or whatever. Come to find out she lying. So then she went to Sierra Leone, and then she tells one of Kwesi's Bakari box. She tells him, oh, I can't get back to the Gambia. And he was like, well, why are you trying to come back? You said it was horrible here. So you wonder why these people have generations of poverty. Stop effing lying. Stop lying so much. Now, look, of course he could do this with Gambians. Y'all see this with his little whiteboard? He can't spell. They don't know, right? It looks good, though. It looks like, look at this. Isn't that Elvin? Is that Elvin, y'all, in the bottom left-hand corner? Is that Elvin for people that know? I don't know if that's Elvin, right? But Kwesi showed Elvin that he can't be trusted. Right? Elvin, you lost everything and people had to help you come back to America. Kwesi told you to sell everything because they sued you, right? It is Elvin. Elvin of Elvin's B&B, two of my loyal team members, Elvins, came over and lived with me for 1 year before starting his business. You act like people are doing things with you and you can't even spell. You need to have a language, an English professor or English major proofread your stuff. Elvin, he did you dirty, didn't he? Y'all were taken to court because the compound that Elvin and them were renting out, Kwesi was behind it. So the compound owner took Elvin and Kwesi to court and they had to pay. So Elvin ain't have any money. So Kwesi told him, you need to sell this, you need to sell that. He sold all his stuff. And Elvin ended up living with one of Bag's Gambian employees. He won't say that, will he? But Elvin, you said after all of this came out and Kwesi was exposed, you told an American, oh, do you know Kwesi? She was just looking to try to stay at Elvin's Airbnb. What did you tell her, Elvin? You brought up Kwesi. Do you know Kwesi? She said no. I guess that's the rug that costs all that money, y'all. Y'all see that? So she said no, but I heard, things about him that it wasn't good. Oh no, he's the person that the only person you could trust in the Gambia. I bet you weren't saying that when you didn't have anything. So they worked on this Afro chic lounge, but this was upstairs, but there were no bedrooms upstairs. Now, I want to clarify something, y'all. When y'all look at the money part in the last video, at the top, it said bedroom sets, right? It paid 7 bedroom sets he paid for, right? Allegedly. But if you go to the bottom, I started talking about beds. Because I want to put timestamps in it so y'all can, because it's a long live. So I want to put timestamps in it so that way y'all can go and click on what you want to click on. I'm still working on that, but I have to go through it and it's a long live, right? So upon me listening, I was like, wait. How you pay for 7-bedroom sets and then you paying for beds? Bedroom sets don't come with the beds. So what are you paying for? And I have to make a clarification of the price for the beds. I said $1,200 or $1,400. It's $12,000 or $14,000. So you are paying $100 and some odd dollars, maybe $200 for those big beds, right? The ones that they make, whether they're iron or platform. That's what I would have gotten made. I wouldn't have went to Amsterdam and bought a bed. I would have got a bed made. You support the local business people. There are plenty of carpenters, and some of them are excellent. And some of them will take a suggestion. Some Gambians are like, I know everything. They don't know what the hell they're doing, but they just don't. They're too prideful to say, I don't know this, so I need to insult you because I'm ignorant to this, but I'm inferior to you, so I got to insult you. That's stupid stuff as far as I'm concerned. So let's keep, I think, let me see. But I know she did get her money back. But there was another person, I think her name was Dina. I think she invested $1,000, and I don't think Kwesi gave her all her money back. Because I asked her, did you get your money back? And she was like, most of it. Oh, let me show y'all this. So I shouldn't have covered that up. But so I showed y'all the bank statements. Now, this was under a different name. If you see, this is a statement for February 1st, 2018 to February 28th, 2018, right? So this was before Kwesi, before the scam with us, with that he did with Art Cathey. Look at how much money this man had in the bank. So the beginning balance was $50. And then deposits and other credits, $321,000. Y'all see this? But the name wasn't U.S. Tax Associates. It was a different name. Same bank, though. Probably same tax ID number. So it says withdrawals and other debits. So he removed $267,000. That's the. Why would a leopard or a criminal change his way of scamming and getting people? Why would he change it when it worked? He did the same thing in 2018. Wherever all this money came from, he took the majority of the money out in 1 month. And then in 2020, you scamming people again. Right? This says, let me see, where is it? Yasin Low. Yasin is a wife, right? Assistant OM. Jibby and Jai, assistant OM. It sounds good. Box Sanko, production and income tax. I think Box was deported from America, and you having Gambians deal with American financial statements. That has to be against the tax laws. This boy Box Sanko was deported out of America back to the Gambia, and you got him for production of income tax and databases, production income tax databases. Ida Juf, a wife. These people are not even educated enough to do this. So he's just writing this stuff in here. Umi is a wife. She was pregnant. Sean Boyd, finance. Well, she's in America. She ain't never even been in the Gambia. So your sister is handling the money. Oh, Lord Jesus, when they go after them, Sean Boyd, I think you sign paperwork. So yes, your name will be added to the lawsuit. And you in America, B. Phoenix Rain will observe this thread. Y'all. So when I asked for the breakdown of because when we got to, let me just show y'all my face. When we got to Kasumai, Kwesi and Phoenix got into this big argument in the parking lot. So Yasin was with me. I was like, come on, walk down here with me because I don't want to be involved in this. I'm an investor. You showing your natural born black ASS, Kwesi. But you are a CEO. I'm a businessman. We professionals. There's nothing professional about y'all. Nothing. So when they got into the argument, it was because of internet, right? She was like, I told you, Kwesi, I need to talk to my daughter every day. This ain't about your daughter. You need to be on social media begging for money. But we knew what it was. I knew what it was. Whatever. You are promoting that you have internet, that we have high-speed internet. He had a router. My router that I get when I go to the Gambia is faster than the router that the girls had. And all they were looking at was soap operas on TV. Yep. So we couldn't even really use the internet. But of course, I guess they would act like they in charge and carry the router with them all the time. Why? Because he was smashing. So they're like, I'm in charge. This is supposed to have been a business, not a brothel, not a brothel. So when Kwesi was mad because she was questioning him about the internet. So he says, I know what I'm doing. He come in front of me. I know what I'm doing. She come and questioning me. I'm like, well, aren't we supposed to have high-speed internet? That's what was being promoted on the website, right? Oh, we're working on a cash basis. What? No. You gave the investors, quote unquote, access to an online banking, which wasn't an online banking. It was a spreadsheet. But we, in our mind, we have a sign on. But it never worked because then they would send us a spreadsheet. We should have paid attention that money wasn't moving. It wasn't going up. It wasn't going down. That's what we should have paid attention to. So when I start questioning, I'm like, Kwesi, I don't have time for all this nonsense between you and her. You said the investors were told that the money would be in a bank account. So the fact that you're talking about we're working on a cash basis system, so you think that y'all gonna fix stuff, and you acting like a Gambian. That's how Gambians do. When you pay to stay for your lease, then we'll start fixing stuff. But you're an American. Why are you acting like Gambians? So you think that as people come in and pay for their bookings, that's when you're going to start fixing stuff? I said, that's not going to work. But this was before I had a conversation with Mola Men. What did Mola Men say? He told Kwesi, this business is not sustainable because you can't live off of the investors' funds. So I gave you the background. I'm like, I need to see paperwork. Where are the books? So he's running back and forth in the room, right? This is what he had the nerve to come out with. So he telling her, write this, write that. And then they close the door. Yasin, put this in Excel. Y'all, I'm telling y'all. I am telling y'all. And Kwesi, this is what he says. We're going to do a micro loan, Lisa, and here, sister, and post the budget here. They will prepare breakfast and lunch and dinner. I literally feel like this man was walking down the street and saying, oh, this is a good idea. Oh, what are you doing if you don't have any money? How about we finish the projects that you told the investors first before you talking about fixing up a dumpster for breakfast and lunch? How about you fix the compounds so people will have somewhere to stay when they're booking? Sorry, I pressed that by mistake. Y'all. So Yasin said, I'm not in this. When I posted her name, I'm not in this, sister. Can you take me down? I said, what you mean you're not in this? This said, look, y'all remember the Abdul Cole, right? Abdul Cole, that's the picture I showed y'all, the immigration officer that came to get me from Senegal. So it says, Sean Boy, Kwesi says send to Western Union. That's Yasin again, yet she says she's not involved. Kwesi is telling Yasin to tell Sean to send money. They were using it's urgent. You see? Probably it's urgent, probably because of Dr. Beverly Allen asking for her money. So yes, it's probably urgent because you gotta get the money to pay off the other investor that's asking for their money. That's the Ponzi scheme. But Yasin says she wasn't involved, right? Jibby and Jai, tell Abdul Cole to get Art stuff to her ASAP. It's urgent. What stuff? Stella eating her dinner. Are we talking about the white girls? So look at this. You sent $500 to Sean for Kwesi investor payment. You see Sean Boyd? You a criminal too, Sean. Kwesi was just sending her money. But honestly, if they want to track the money, I guarantee you she's holding his money. I'm going to show y'all all the damn bank statements. So this is now, okay, so I'm happy you see this. Sister, I don't know if you still in here because it's like 1:30 in the Gambia, but this is from Suleiman. Suleiman Ba, right? I didn't know Suleiman was a Fula. Suleiman was contacting me after the fact, and I'm like, bruh, I don't want to talk to you unless you're ready to tell the truth. And he said he was ready, but then he told me he wasn't. So I don't know, right? Suleiman was being used by Art Cathey. He was basically the slave. He was basically the slave. They talked to him any old kind of way, but I guess because he was poor, he accepted it because he had a dream. So it says, now we know that this Gambian did not write this, but Kwesi will do things under Gambians to act like they're qualified or whatever. No, a Gambian will do whatever you want. Some Gambians will do what the bumpsters and the bummettes will do whatever you ask them to do as long as you're paying them. So if you read it, we know that Suleiman didn't write this. It is to my dismay to be releasing this statement. On the arrival of Phoenix in the temporary capacity of Executive Commission Secretary of Communications, she almost immediately began to cause confusion by undermining the protocol and procedure of the organization. Her concern was that all the property was not fully complete. That would be all of our concern because that's what you told us. He said the Ghana, when he was in red, he said that the 8-bedroom mini hotel he sent us was ready, will be ready in X amount of weeks, right? He sent us he said also use your affiliates. He said that the Ghana Town property was finished. It wasn't. So the detective at Serious Crime said these women wouldn't have said anything if what you said that you were doing, you did. He was mad when he said that though. She has no understanding of project management and project timeframes. You didn't do anything. But people got there, I got there, and I started moving around and doing stuff. People got there, built their home. No. You were taking the money, point blank, period. Ain't no project management and timeframes. This was not her place to assess. She immediately started overstepping her pay grade. Why would Suleiman, a Gambian, talk like this? He was a little, sorry, Suleiman, but he was, I'm not going to say a bumpster, but they all were bumpsters at that time. Now, what they're doing now is different, but Kwesi was able to use them because they were bumpsters and bummettes. They were poor and they needed money. I mean, there were times where he would show, he got all these pizzas. They were like, that was just a Photoshop. Right? We got one slice. We were still hungry. So, why would Suleiman be talking about me and Phoenix when he is just an assistant? She and Shantae stayed at the Ghana Town location and was assigned to assist in the minor areas of upgrades that need to be done. That wasn't true. I don't know anything about construction. I was in hospitality, making sure that things were the little detail things. Why would I be in charge of upgrades? Ninja, you said that the property was done. Shantae started great. However, under Phoenix's antisocial personality, she began to become suppressed and gained a false sense of loyalty to Phoenix, who is a psychotic narcissist. Who is a psychotic narcissistic. I stayed quiet because I'm assessing the situation. And in my mind, I was like, my money is gone, right? Kwesi never wanted me and Phoenix to be by ourselves because when Phoenix hugged me when I got to the Gambia that night, she said, when we by ourselves, I got some stuff to tell you. He said, this all happened in a matter of 7 days. So you're saying that in 7 days, we dismantled your business? It wasn't a business. Nobody can dismantle your stuff if you on point.
but you weren't on point. After appearing on Bag, Black Acres of the Gambia, Phoenix, her ego went into overdrive once she saw her subscribers going up. No, you got jealous of that. Everyone is coming here for YouTube fame to make money promoting themselves. I came to check on my investments. That's what you just didn't expect me to call you out. But y'all, I don't have this, she don't have that, she don't have any children, she don't have a husband. I still got a brain. I have a brain. And you did not expect for me to call you out on your bull. She was so distracted and concerned with the monetization of her YouTube account that she lost interest in her role in our community. What could we do when there was no money? You said that we were working on a cash basis. What happened to the money, Kwesi? So how are you doing upgrades with no money? You're a liar, and the truth is not in you. And y'all are being exposed for the scammers that you are. She also had a pre-existing rift with Art Cathey for removing her from her Facebook group. How would Suleiman know that? My stomach is growling. How would Suleiman know that? He wouldn't. He wouldn't, because Kwesi wrote this. She also had a pre-existing rift with Art Cathey for removing her from her Facebook group, a grudge that Phoenix secretly held. It was, see, that's how you know, because the typo, right? The illiteracy, you know this is Kwesi. It's plural. It is. So let me just take out the apostrophe. It was known to the public and community at large. But Suleiman wrote this. How would he know anything about Bag and the ego and over? Who talk? Gambians don't talk like that. So Kwesi was paying Uber Eats. He sent Phoenix $79. He paying this. He sent Phoenix $40. Like this is crazy. He was using the investor account as his own. So this is, oh, there it is. So you remember I told you, he said, you trying to be a Mary Jane seller, this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. Chanel is Phoenix's daughter. $100 for cash to Kwesi. $50 for commission. So she was making some money, right? Chanel, $205 for Hydro Garden Seeds order. That was from Mary Jane. Phoenix, $38 for commission. So she was making money, but she was making small money. She was getting paid commission, right? They paying McDonald's, cash out. That was declined. So he was trying to get money out. The money wasn't there. What in the... Sean Boyd, $400, right? For Art Cathey to K Boyd. So you see monies was going back and forth. Somebody sent Sean money for Art Cathey to K Boyd. So Art Cathey sent Kwesi $400. What is this? But what did she say? No, she's supposed to clear me because she knew I ain't get no money. These people will say anything. But what is this? Evidence. We're going to say, this is for Jodian, Investor Jodian, AP and Jodian, right? I think he changed the name to Queen Jodian or whatever now. Redo the investment link. Hi, Kwesi. Just to clarify, the percentage for each of us, $2,000 would be 20%, correct? Yeah. Phoenix was contracted to get 4% of the sales. So this is, I'm gonna stop here, y'all, because this is from May to May 31st. But you see the Zelle, see the money coming in? These are deposits. So 12,000, you see at the bottom, $12,277 with credits and whatever came in. Y'all see Judy Scott? She invested that money, right? But what did they do? Oh, they want to insult her. Now, she was married and had children. So you insult me for not being married and not having any children. Then you insult her for being married and having children. No. You're deflecting because you took our money. And because we're single women, you just want to, oh, they're nothing. So these are the withdrawals. Naomi, that's the wife, the ex-wife, Naomi Paulus, right? So it's Naomi and then Naomi Paulus. So he sent her $1,800, right? Naomi and Naomi Paulus. Sean Boyd, he 1, 2, 3, 4. whoever Sylvain is, he sent him that person $200. Then he took $1,000 for himself. Then he sent Sean Boyd another $100. Then this was money, $150 he sent to someone, right? Sean Boyd, Malaysia Boy, he even sent $200 to his daughters, to his daughter Malaysia Boyd, $800 for himself, $900 for himself, $700 for himself. He sent another $50 to Victoria. Sean Boyd, another $200, $1,700 for himself. Sent another $250 to Sean, another $100 to Sean Boyd. All this money down here, $250, $100, $76. This is to Sean Boyd. $1,700 to himself. I mean, if this is, what is this? He sent Sean all this money. So if they investigate Sean, Sean got all this damn money. She will be added to she would definitely be added. So this is just credits coming in. 11,000 came in. More money came in. No, and this is the withdrawals. See? Wait, hold on. And y'all can look at this. Updated, follow the money live with new evidence. Y'all can see this yourselves. Look at it on your phone. Make it bigger. You can zoom in. Sean E. Bonds. Now you're going to see Sean E. Bonds. She is a criminal just like Kwesi. She got Sean Boyd, Sean E. Bonds. They be doing business under all of these different names. So his sister is part of this. Sean Boyd. This is sad, y'all. So this is the money that came in. And I wanted to go, and now this is the money. Sean, Victoria, Sean. He took money out at Access Bank, right? Sean, Naomi. So Sean, maybe this is in June. So with all the money that was coming in, why couldn't Kwesi, why couldn't he go shopping and put the air conditioners in, get Net Page, right? You could have got Net Page, the monthly internet. You could have did all of these things. So Shrek says, this was before he met me. So that's not the Victoria. I don't know. I just see him paying a Victoria. But her video is coming. But you can't show her a picture of her name and stuff because she'll go and put in a copyright claim. She can make videos about everyone else. As soon as you put up a video about her, she's copyright. Copyright? What? How is this not fair use? So that's the type of person she is. I can do to you, but you better not do to me. So this is why I say all this money that was coming in, he could have fixed things. No, you taking money for yourself. You having a white party, y'all just drinking and partying off of the investors' money. And then you're sending money to Sean, your sister. That's a crime family. He said his brother was found in the alleyway, right? Y'all got to stop doing this stuff. So in this, I think now you're going to see me, right? For those that said she didn't give, she didn't invest, y'all going to see my name right here, right? July 6th, 2000. That's $6,000, right? July 7th and 8th. 2000. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, right? Darnell, that's melanated Mosley. He invested 2,000. He got his money back, right? Sean at the bottom, Zelle transfer $500. Sean E. Bonds, I guess she sent that money back to him, right? Oh, I need $500 of the investment money. So Sean sent because this says deposits. She sent $500 back to her brother. Right at the bottom. Sean E. Bonds. So we're at what? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We're at 10,000, right? So 24,000 came in, and then he was pushing all this money out. I could have built a two-bedroom home with 16,000. Yes. I knew a builder and I said, what can I get? He sent me the picture. This is what you could have got. So this is August statement. So we were at 10,000, right? So you're going to see the rest of the 6 come from me. 2, 2, 2. So it was 10 on the other one. 12, 14, 16. That's the 16,000. I don't have to lie. Somebody said, do you have proof? Well, of course I got freaking proof that I invested. So as you can see, and I guess we're at the end. The money came in. He took 2,700. He took 2,000. He sent 400 to somebody. He sent Sean money, and then he sent the rest to Naomi. Oh shoot! Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Okay. 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 I just don't want the other one to come up. And it's just, y'all can see the end, right? It just sending the money. He's just sending the money, sent the money to Naomi. I'm sweating. I'm about to go. Y'all spent 3 hours. And then he sent the money to himself, sent the money to Sean, sent the money to himself. That's what it is. I never knew that yes, I'm a woman on a mission. I never knew that my experience would be like this. Never ever knew. But that's what I get for trusting my own damn people. You know, respect to Yoga. And he asked me some specific questions about why I want to do this and why I want to do that, right? But real talk, if we have the money, we can travel and go wherever we want. The men are traveling. Why can't we travel? Right? So this is what they're doing over there, scamming. Y'all see it? The money come in, the money go out. That's a Ponzi scheme. Easy come, easy go for Kwesi because it's other people's money. That's how the Gambians do too. I can do a bunch of stuff. I can do this, I can do that, I can do this. But yeah, you can do a lot of things with somebody else's money, can't you? But yes, he didn't care. You owe Dr. Beverly Allen money. You say you're going to send it. For 6 months, you didn't send it, this, that, and the third, and then you want to give her attitude. That's a psychotic narcissist. That's a person that has psychotic, narcissistic, misogynistic characteristics. How would Suleiman even know anything about psychotic, narcissistic? He Gambian, and he's a young boy. Kwesi wrote that. And then you going to post it in a group like somebody's supposed to believe that? She did. She did. I'm going to get the, I thought it was fully in the video, but I'm going to go through my hard drive. I have a file of all of that. So in my next live, I will show that to you all, or I'll just take a picture. I'll take the picture and I'll post it on my community page so y'all can see that. But yes, she did get her money back. She wasn't playing. She wasn't playing. Also on my community page, as I promised you all. Yes, Angela. On my community page, I put the link to the Happy Companions video and the screenshot of when he stayed at the Ghana Town property. And you can see it. He says that Kwesi was trying to get him to pay for the Wi-Fi, or you can hear it. So he has the tabs in there. So if you don't want to sit through the whole live, it was a really good live though. If you don't want to sit through the whole live, you can go to click on those parts and go to different parts of the live. So I just wanted to put that out there because I did tell you all about that. And that was the Happy Companions experience, him sharing his experience of staying in the Ghana Town property, trying to support Black economics. And unfortunately, we can't, some people we know that we cannot support. Kwesi, Art Cathey, Phoenix Rain, we cannot support them. RJ Mahdi, we cannot support those Black people because they are scammers. Kwesi's mentally off. Kwesi's mentally ill for real. And with that, good night. Good night, Gracie. Tay, haven't seen you in a long time, and I pray that everything is going well with you and you stay strong. I am. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you. I said I was going to do 2 hours and I did 3, but at least I was able to finish and let you all know about the Ponzi scheme. You may not really, if you see me live, it won't be through StreamYard. It'll probably be through YouTube, because I am getting to my my limit, and I think I'm good until I don't think it resets until the 20th of June. So if anything, I won't be able to show you all the screen, but I'll still be able to do the live. All right. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time. Take care. Have a good night. Have a great week.